Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hope you had a great Monday. Getting things fired up for the week, Sip.
Yeah, we're getting going. Let's go.
Are you in 100% work mode still? You said?
Yeah.
Summer's over for you?
I went Phil.
Whoa. See, now
You got the magazine?
I'm telling you.
Are you locked in?
I'm telling you right now, the weight difference is ridiculous.
The weight difference between what?
Between your Lindy's.
Phil Steele,
Yes.
what you're holding. Bill goes, I went Phil.
See,
You went full Phil yesterday?
Yeah, full Phil. Barnes & Noble.
Barnes & Noble, you walked in and paid $27 for
No,
that.
it's 21 and change.
Not
21 and
bad.
change.
21 and change. It felt to me as if the AC was not on in Barnes & Noble. It was
What?
most uncomfortable. I looked at the lab. I go, I've been here for no more than 40 seconds, and I can't take it. It had to be horrible.
I've never seen that before at Barnes.
Imagine
It's
trying
usually
to-
very comfortable.
Imagine trying to sell a book when it's 100 degrees inside. It'd be very hard.
$21.
Money well spent.
Okay, so you got your Phil and I got my Lindy, so
Yeah.
we should be
We
covered.
can
don't
cross reference. Let's cross reference this, Steve.
Let's see who has who.
Yes.
Don't you have a Phil Steele also, Sip? You don't have.
I didn't buy it. I just won't pay 21. I mean, that's
That's what you get. That's why you get something that weighs about.
flimsy.
Yeah, that's what you get right there.
The 1 pound versus the 6 pound magazine.
Everyone knows Phil Steele is the guy. Everyone knows that.
So he's not exactly Mark Twain when it comes to
Yes.
reading, though. I
Yeah.
mean, it's
Oh, and this is, and Lindy's is. Yeah.
comparable.
You need a magnifying glass to read Phil Steele.
Yeah, I
You
have
take-
trouble.
Mark Twain.
I don't understand it all in the Phil Steele.
Ben, have you went over cross-referencing yet in journalism school? That's been covered?
Good.
Nice.
He says yes.
Cross-referencing.
What else did Steve teach you?
I've
Who,
taught.
what, when, where, why? Remember
That's
when
right,
Ben
that's
got
right.
nothing? We asked him a
Right.
question. He had no idea of any, who was there. I don't know.
Who-
When
you
did
know,
this happen? I'm not sure. I'm checking on
It's a
that.
bad start, Ben. It's a
Where?
bad
I
start.
didn't know that either.
Always keep that in mind, Ben. Every story you do, who you got it all covered. How it could be, how's in there. Remember this one.
Ooh, more
This
or less
was a
off
big
the
one.
bat here.
This
I
was
like
a big
this.
one. You know what the critical word is in journalism?
What is it?
Because. This happened because.
Mm.
Because is a huge word.
Which, as we talked about on the show, is one of the best words ever. Mom, Dad, can I go do this? No. Why? Because. Then you ask what again like that again.
You need it. You need.
It's because I said so. That was the next
That's
thing.
not the worst.
Yeah, that. I don't know if now everything's the why. You have to sit down.
Why?
Well, here's the reason I'm not allowing you to do that.
Right.
And I've laid it out in a bullet point. I got a PowerPoint to show you kids. Well, we just got.
I'll put it on your phone.
Yeah, we got just because I said so.
Scroll.
And that was it. And then you kept walking too.
Yeah.
Dad kind of gave you that look.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
just keep walking.
Right.
Don't even slow down
No.
anymore. Don't double back in.
No.
Sometimes you might try to pull a fast one with Mom, and then Mom goes back in. Is there any chance that? And then you're really going to get it. Yeah. Then just don't do that.
No, there was a pecking
Because-
order. There was a pecking order.
Yeah.
Ben's here though.
Young Ben's in
Welcome,
the house.
Ben.
He's here.
Yes. How are your hours, Ben? Are you okay? Will you be here for the whole show? We have to ask.
He's
now.
laughing. I suppose it's a good yes. Yeah.
We
Don't
have
answer
to-
that.
He
we
worked-
don't have to.
He worked for 8 days and took a 10-day vacation to Colorado, but he told us yesterday he didn't go outside. He didn't go outside.
All right, now that's enough.
He just said he didn't. He asked if he hiked or anything. He's like, no, he didn't. They didn't have good cell service on the trail.
Ben, you're doing
The only thing
great.
Ben said was that there's no humidity, like the temperature and the fact you could breathe better out there
You can.
in Colorado.
Yeah,
you can.
That was his only comment about Buena Vista, where he went to. out
Was
in
Arizona
Colorado.
like that?
You
Yeah,
could
yeah.
breathe, but it's like breathing in hot air, like breathing through a hairdryer.
Not very comfortable.
It actually wasn't that bad. It actually wasn't that bad.
You guys have spent some time other places. Bill has. Me and Jake haven't.
No.
How's Jake doing? Well, okay,
I'm fine. Well, the
So
setup is
living
still
wise,
bothering me,
you've
though.
got Columbus and Lincoln, and you've got Beatrice and Lincoln.
That's it.
Yes.
When you think, no, I had Grand Island. I had a
That's
7-month stint in Grand
Grand
Island. Yes, as a 21-year-old.
That was, I mean, you comboed, right? You were at the newspaper and at the racetrack, or just the
well,
racetrack?
no, just the newspaper, but I covered the horse race.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
you-
didn't work the race. I wasn't gainfully employed by the racetrack. I was gainfully employed by the Grand Island Independent,
The Independent.
which I quickly learned when I got there.
They're not independent.
No, they're independent, but it was funny, and I was really taken aback, and I wasn't happy about it. Like, people would call it was the Grand Island Daily Independent, but it was a lot of the townspeople referred to as the Grand Island Daily Disappointment.
Was that before or after you?
It was probably
during?
more after. but during. I mean, it was, people were joking. But
When
it
you
was a
work
great
for
paper.
someone, can you still use the name? So if you're whatever, you ask a question to Bielema,
Mhm.
can you be like that? Steve Sipple, Grand Island Independent.
No.
No, you have to.
Sean
to
would, my employer would not appreciate
You
that.
have to go on 3.
Yeah. On 3. You could go on 3. I could go Husker Online. I could go Husker Online of the On 3 network. I could just go Steve Sipple. But no, I couldn't go Daily Independent.
I don't know how that
I'd
works.
freak people
I
right
like
out.
Bill to be say next to you. So when you say on 3, he goes,
That'd
Yes,
be
it's
awesome.
the-
That would be.
To be at the Big
Bill
Ten.
would love that. Steve Sipple on 3. You should be there just for that.
It's just that's all I said for 3 days.
Kirk Francis, Steve Sipple from the Husker Online On 3 network.
They kind of flinch and they'd look at us and kind of like they'd laugh.
I like
Think
these
they
two.
would laugh.
I like these
I
guys.
like these
over there.
guys.
I want to hang with those two.
God dang it. That's such a good idea to do that at Big Ten Media Days. You should definitely be
Just
there.
set them up to do that.
Just walk around
Walk
with
around.
me, even when I introduce myself to people. Simple, who you working for now? On 3.
I'd do it over 1,000 times in 3 days.
He would never get old. Sipple's got Busch with him all the time.
The best part, I just walk right behind it. And then all of a sudden, if I'm dallying around like that, Sip's like, hey, over here, I'm going to go talk to these guys.
What are you doing? Get over here.
Get over here. You're going to miss one.
Side podium, main podium, off the podium, private interviews.
And
Steve Sipple on 3.
Just all of a
It's
sudden,
not all private.
Petiti's up there. Steve Sipple on 3. Petiti's like, what just happened?
Who is this guy?
Who is-
It has to happen.
It should
It's
happen.
too glorious.
Yeah,
it's too beautiful.
Such
to
a
not
great
happen.
idea. This
And the best part was every time we do it, we'd laugh this hard. They would look at us
I can't
like,
get my question out.
what'd you ask him? I don't know. Bush
I
did,
lost the
Bush
question.
did the hut, and I lost it.
I lost the
And
question.
didn't know what to even ask.
I'm sorry, Tony.
Come back.
Damn it.
Good, Petiti, I'll get back. I'm crying over here.
Try again in 3 minutes, Tony. Sorry. My bad.
Damn it. I'm trying to be a journalist
Yeah,
for
do
On 3. Jake,
Yeah.
stop. Get it on the rails.
Well, last night, golf league. I was telling you guys before the show. Disappointment. Cart girl comes around.
Yeah,
and
this really caught
the
me.
partners are trying to, talk to the cart girl.
How old's
Be
the cart
fun.
girl?
She's probably 20 at the max.
Gotcha.
And they bring up better times they're
Better times.
Brett is 44. Dodger is 36. Yes,
Dodger.
Dodger. Great
Dodger
guy.
pretty young.
Yep,
Yeah.
36. But Brett's talking about, hey, have you heard of an 8-track? What's an 8-track? Have you heard of a cassette? Never heard of a cassette before. I listen to Apple Music. No commercials. Don't do radio. I just didn't talk to her. I walked away. I drove the cart away. I said, can't have this. Can't
That's
have
not
this
better
right
times.
now. Not better times.
Have better time.
Uh,
Well,
you would drive around a lot of time too for hours with just the radio on.
yeah,
With just the radio on.
for sure.
And certain times you'd switch over.
Yeah, I didn't.
I just caught the end of 8-track. I caught the end of it, but I was
Me too.
I had an 8-track box. I still have the one that Missing Tooth Greg gifted me.
That was nice.
And that was very nice of him.
Thank you, Greg.
It's in my truck. It's still I carry it in my truck as if I have an 8-track player. I might pop one in. A Pablo Cruz 8-track might go in at any time.
Oh.
She was proud to say she'd never, ever used a CD player or had ever listened to a CD ever.
Well,
Also,
I mean,
that's a
she's
big
that
part of my
age.
growing up with CDs.
She's that age.
Imagine
She's very proud of it, though.
She gets some grace.
Imagine buying the car right now like that. You go to look at it, and it's got the stackable CD player. Remember that one? You could put like 5 CDs in your
Oh,
rotate them
absolutely.
through.
Yes.
Yeah, and that was a big deal.
That's a big deal. Yeah, I can whip 5 in this thing.
That was intimidating. I never had anything like that. I'm not even sure I ever had a cassette player in my truck. I don't think I did.
And
if I did,
player.
it just ate them.
At
No, it did because it ate it all every day.
At a Pioneer. Shin Daddy installed it.
Did it eat your cassettes?
What's that? No, it did pretty well like that. Remember, I was driving the $900 Camaro with the exhaust system that came through the car with the gas gauge that didn't work. I ran out of gas over 100 times. Over 100 times ran out of gas.
Hence the sound.
Just be driving around town all of a sudden. Just,
he nails that.
And you,
you
always get one last try. No, we're out.
It's like a lawnmower effect. The lawnmower does that.
Also, not a big deal either to go to a gas station and just say, hey, I'm going to get 3 gallons of gas. Do you have a gas can? Yeah, just grab one out of there.
Right.
And you grab a gas can, a random one that they would just let you use, fill it up, go get that, and then come down and get some gas.
I wonder, I don't know if they still do that or not.
There's someplace, but
I bet gas stations.
But gas stations back in that day, every one basically had a garage with it. They also did work on vehicles.
And I think you'd still find that. I don't think you could go to Casey's and get a gas can. No. Maybe, but maybe the Casey's owner would take umbrage with me saying that. But I don't know. I wouldn't want to test it. I just know the lawnmower does the same thing your car did.
All I know is this.
Hit me.
Laura, my wife, about threw hands with someone in Casey's in Albion.
Whoa,
on Sunday, yeah. Came out.
First of all, there's a Casey's in Albion.
Yeah, it's right by Runza.
Yeah, right by Runza. Right there, there's a pump and pantry right there. And it was kind of
okay.
So why do you think we in the morning? Why do you think we went to Casey's?
Donuts.
What's that?
Or pizza. Casey's pizza. Breakfast pizza is incredible.
Laura comes out, palms up. She goes, "Are you kidding me?
What?
No breakfast pizza. Didn't even have it.
Ooh,
Casey's. It's like 9:30 in the morning.
What was it out? That's
9:30. I don't know, but it's just I've never been to a Casey's in my life where the breakfast pizza was out. Never been to one. There's always breakfast pizza available.
That's a tough look.
I don't know.
It's a tough look for Casey's.
Yeah, the Albion Casey's. I don't know that I've never gone to Casey's and come away without pizza. Maybe breakfast.
Ever.
Pizza.
You're saying ever?
Ever.
No, I mean when I wanted it.
Pizza.
When I wanted it. I'm telling you, the new feature there that's killing me though is those cookie dough things.
Oh yeah.
God.
You've just been hammering those.
They're delightful.
It's killing
They're
me.
really good.
Yeah, it's affected my late summer. I mean, is it late summer?
Is Adam getting on?
No, it's not late summer.
Yeah, Adam's
gonna be on.
Don't get me started.
When is the induction of the Hall of Fame? When's Marty?
It's the week of the Colorado game.
And you're doing the induction.
I don't know if I did a video for him.
Are you gonna wear a suit?
No, it's not a suit. No, hell no. I'm going for sure.
Can we get Marty and my sister to meet? Because my sister's in the Hall of Fame at Plainview.
They'd be fast friends.
They'd be friends.
They're both smart. They're both tall. I mean,
and that's why they're friends because of that. They're tall and smart.
I always try to keep my friends as tall
and smart.
Yeah, smart.
Tall, smart. They'd be fast friends. Yeah, Marty will be back. Marty's coming back for this event. Jake,
you better stop in the studio here.
Yeah.
Then.
So
He's been here before.
Yeah, you had golf league last night. Is there any highlights you want to share?
It was a
you had the low score?
I did. It was a gorgeous evening, though. It was a phenomenal evening. Weather-wise, it's beautiful.
Listen to the humility. He doesn't want to talk about it.
I'm not talking about it. I had a good night. I played well.
Go shot for shot.
Nope.
Did you hit a hybrid?
Nope. I'll just say this. 1 birdie, 1 bogey, 7 pars. Pretty boring. Pretty standard.
1 birdie, 1 bogey, 7 pars.
That means he shot what?
Even par. That's
even
math
par
right there.
Yeah, it's
consistent.
That's math right there.
Consistent.
That's all I got for you from last night, besides the cart girl and the 8-track.
That's okay.
By the way, last thing before we move on, regarding the on-3 thing.
Head up!
Dustin at Lake Alfred, Florida says that would be comedy gold. I would volunteer to follow you guys around with a video camera and post that.
What if we did have a camera following us around a whole crew?
I think it'd be funnier if I never even reacted to it.
Yeah, just kept talking.
Yeah, just acted like you weren't even there. Steve Sipple on 3. Yeah, coach.
No, it'd be actually better if you laughed every time. That'd be better if we just busted up laughing ourselves.
Unfazed.
And you're going like, what
if I was just visibly annoyed?
What do you think Bielema thought of that?
Shut up over
Petiti, you're a nut.
That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care. Please call or text Andrew at 402-440-6297 for all your lawn care needs the rest of the summer and into fall.
Sorry, Bill's going to Big Ten Media Days with us.
Just to say, just to respond to on three. That's all I want to do. Be glorious. Be glorious.
All right, what else is going on?
464-5685. Call or text as always. Sip, you pointed me to something yesterday on our morning phone call about some rundown stuff yesterday.
Yeah, you were saying inappropriate stuff.
I was not. I was being very appropriate. I just got off a meeting, actually. I was being very appropriate.
That's when
there.
you're the most inappropriate.
No, that's not true. Sean Callahan, your colleague, your boss, Husker Online of On 3.
I'm only doing it when it's with.
Oh, Sip, what? I've said it before.
Yeah, it's like
100%.
Have we? I'll do it.
We have done it before.
Quiet count.
Yeah.
Done it before. Anyways, it's a quiet count. Well, he was posting in his weekly rundown a couple things, and one of them was about the staff turnover over the last 12 months at Nebraska football. There's 10 people that were hired that are now no longer with Nebraska since Matt Rule took over.
It's sort of like a little story that has gone. It's just been.
Has it gone viral?
No, it hasn't gone viral. In fact, it's been quiet, but it's sort of interesting, and I'm glad Sean addressed it. Yeah, there's been a lot of staff turnover, a lot of movement. We'll just say movement on the staff. What names that a lot of people Bill would recognize because he's in the business. Some people would recognize because they follow it so closely. Some people won't recognize them, but these were guys that were critical, particularly in the recruiting realm. It's obviously Evan Cooper. That was last week. Which he's very he's a recruiter, and Florida was his place, and he got some good guys out of Florida. It's Bob Wager, though. Is it Wager?
Wager.
Bob Wager. He's out. Omar Hales, that's 3. Phil Simpson out. He helped in Florida too. Phil Simpson's the one who landed Vincent Shavers. They'd send Phil Simpson out as the 10th guy sometimes. Mike Wallace out. CJ Cavazos out. Gordon Thomas out. Anthony Crespino out. Courtney Hellam out. S.J. Holmey out. All these guys made almost all of them. Well, all of them made over 50, and a lot of these guys were making 100 plus. So Hales, Simpson, Wallace, and Cavazos. I don't know if I'm getting that name right. I think that's about right.
Cavazos.
Hales, Simpson, Wallace, and Cavazos were, as Sean points out, were key personnel and recruiting hires, along with Cooper in his player evaluation role. So the guys that they lean on, and one of them, and then a couple of these guys, one of them for sure is one of Bill's friends, is Vince Ginta. He's still huge. Keith Williams is huge. Ryan Callahan is huge. And Avery Gossett is huge. But it's not a small thing that there was that much turnover in the recruiting department.
No, it's a pretty major. That's a lot, and especially when 2 full-time guys left in an odd circumstance. That'd be the right word, odd circumstance.
Challenging circumstances.
Challenging circumstances. So those are that is a large number. The names you mentioned again of Williams, Ginta, and Callahan, those 3,
yes,
those are the glue. There, you still have, when we start talking about recruiting and how this is going to work like that, you still have Vince runs the show. Keith is unbelievable, and Callahan's kind of the the silent assassin. He is the man behind the scenes that has details, and he's one of the best I've ever worked with from behind the scenes, and what he can get done. And sometimes there's always flash, and sometimes you need somebody that's behind the scenes that just has steady, and that's Callahan.
Ryan Callahan is who you're talking about.
He came with he was retained by Frost. I mean, he came with Frost, but he was retained by Rule, just as Ginta and Keith was.
Yeah, I think he's a kind of a technological wizard type.
He can kind of wizard through everything.
Director of recruiting systems and strategies.
Yeah. So he can wizard his way through a lot of things. So he's someone that no one would probably really know or notice, or he would, if he walked right by you, probably wouldn't have any idea. And then he would be the one that all of a sudden, when it's real quiet in the meeting, that can answer the question that needs to be answered.
Really?
He's
That's
the one.
value.
That's because, and
That,
again,
Jake, that's value.
that's where when you have people that are brilliant, are people that can hire people and or have the right people there, and that's what Ginta is so good at. Vince he surrounds himself with great people. Saban was the master of that.
Vince Ginta.
Vince Ginta. I was with him at several places. I was with him at the University of Utah,
And where else?
University of Wisconsin, and University of Nebraska.
Wow.
3 places.
Three separate places
Three
with
separate
Vince
places.
Ginta.
Yes, and so he's the big toe.
Senior Director of Player Personnel and Recruiting.
Yes,
Vince Ginta. Now, Williams, the big man, Keith Williams. Yeah.
he's a big person.
He's a big one.
Yes, he's a great. Like I said, I would say that on campus visits, Keith's probably as important as anybody there is.
Is that right?
Yes, does a tremendous job.
So he helped handle that. Now Avery Gossett does a lot of that too. Keith Williams is now the Director of Player Personnel. He was promoted. So yeah, he was the Assistant Director of Player Personnel originally. Now he's the Director of Player Personnel. Played offensive line for Bill Callahan.
Very good player. Very, very good player.
Very good player.
So I wouldn't, but yes, the number is I don't want to say the word alarming, but
Yeah.
it would be high, and it's drawn. You wouldn't even be talking about this if it wasn't because of what just happened and what happened last
Probably
year at the
not.
same time.
Probably
No,
not.
Hardly come up. It really
No,
wouldn't
and
be a
it
story.
was and it was just a kind of a throw into Sean's column at the latter stages. Is one of those columns that covered different areas. Go ahead, Jake.
Well, I was just saying, but the common question right now is, was it all a production issue with these people and have they been replaced? We know Evan Cooper has been replaced. Bob Wager was replaced, but the other guys who have left, have they been replaced?
I think they've been replaced. I think they've been replaced. And it wasn't like they were all fired. It wasn't all the same reasons. Some left on their own accord. Some were moved out. Some didn't work out. Some it just didn't work out.
It's a really good job by Sean.
It's interesting
because I wouldn't have known all those names or everything. So
yeah, he put it together.
He put together. That's not easy research to go back and find. So it wasn't like, I can just Google this real quick and I knock it out in 2 minutes. There was some work. That's a really good job by Sean.
That's nice of you to say that. He would talk about this stuff, in over the course of a calendar year, and I think at some point he just thought, oh, I better put this together, just show everybody that's no longer, so that's just a lot of turnover. It's just a lot of movement. And I guess what I would say is it underscores the challenge of that head coaching job over there. You got to get the right guys in. And sometimes your first staff isn't the one you really want.
Happens.
Yeah.
That happens. That happens a lot.
Right. It can be a kind of rushed process sometimes. Rule took the job in late November of 2022.
Yep.
And that's not, he didn't have a lot of time to put a staff together. So your first staff, this happens sometimes. And that's what's happening. Now, Wager and Cooper, that's not, those were,
Wager was late July before the first year.
July 28th. Yeah.
Right after media days.
Yeah.
About as late as you can get
it's
it.
pretty late.
Yeah. It was right on. It was like, I'm going to say 3 days before media days. It was a disaster.
No, it was after media days.
Or excuse me, 3 days before the start of camp.
Right.
You're right.
Yeah.
We had come back from media
back.
days. Yeah, we just got back from big.
It was a Friday afternoon news dump on that one. Remember that?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because I had just pulled into the parking garage in Omaha. That was fun. And we had to get back and do that. But anyway,
what parking garage?
It'd been the north parking garage at Epley.
Oh, that's where I always go. Do you go on the roof? I park rooftop.
I do rooftop most of the time.
I like it up there. You feel like you're at a little bit of, I can overlook the lake.
Yeah.
I always check the lake
Go for
out.
scenery to the airport.
Yes.
I don't know why I do the rooftop. I didn't last time when I forgot my clothes. I was covered. I was in like the third or
fourth.
I was fifth.
I love going up to the roof. I really enjoy that.
I like the fifth floor sometimes, and I always find if they number where you're parking a 5, because I remember Alex Gordon all the time. 5. Yeah. Alex Gordon. Where'd you park, Sip? I can't remember. Oh yeah, Gordon. 5. Anyway, off track. So that, yeah. Oh, and by the way, the John Butler did not become official. The John Butler hire that I assume is still going Did not become official yesterday. I expect today that it could become official. I've been dealing with Keith Mann on that matter, our friend.
Keith
Mann, by the way, you'll get a kick out of this.
He's been on vacation in Galveston.
I sent him a text that merely said, it was in lowercase letters, WYD.
You sent that to Keith Mann?
Yeah. And he's just sent back a text with a question mark on it. I thought it was super fun. Keith's like that. He said, what's a 50-year-old man doing texting WYD?
That's a great response by Keith Mann. Thank you, Keith, for that.
You don't text WYD?
No, I haven't sent a WYD in probably my whole life.
I don't even know what it means.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I have no
I'm
idea.
texting you, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Sure
You sent Keith Mann a WYD just out of nowhere?
Yeah, basically. I mean, essentially.
You're on the fringe
How
of
many
60.
times are you
You're on the fringe of 60.
WYD text?
I am not. I am 58. What?
Do you send multiple WYD texts a day to different people?
I don't know. I mean,
This is a common thing you do.
it's not uncommon. Why is it a problem?
That's just weird to me.
Oh, it's weird.
You sent out a sup text lately. Does that happen? Sup.
By the way, people are saying Alex Gordon wore the number 4. So you've been honoring him with the wrong floor, with the wrong number all these years.
George Brett was 5.
That's correct. George Brett was
I thought
5.
Gordon was 5 too, though.
You know what, though? If he thought he was 5, it does help when he goes to the parking garage.
This is going to mess me up now for sure.
Gordon with the wrong number.
Didn't Gordo ever wear 5?
I don't believe so. I think he's 4 from start to finish.
Alex, call in. Did you ever wear 5? I used to watch every at bat. I just, when he first got there, I literally would watch every at bat. He really struggled too, by the way. Remember
the Royals, you mean?
Early in his career?
He got sent down. He went from third base to left field. That helped his career out a little bit.
Sent him to Omaha. I went and interviewed him in Omaha, and I was wearing a new shirt, and he complimented my shirt. I remember that too. Sip, I like that shirt.
The wooden buttons?
No, yes. It was it had camouflage on the sleeves. It was a black shirt, but it had camo on the sleeves. I didn't even know.
Hard to find those.
It was really hard to find.
You still have that shirt?
Do you have any shirts, camo sleeves, short? I checked the deer hunting area. And
now that we're talking about it, he might have been making fun of me.
He might have been poking fun.
Yeah, he might have been
poking the bear.
All right.
Regarding your texting lingo, John says on the text line, Sip is a 58-year-old millennial. If you know, you know. John.
WYD. And I thought that was just standard.
He sends a question mark back. Way to go, Keith. That's the proper response.
I can show it to you. It was funny. He just sent just a question mark back.
Keith's got funny stuff. He's funny.
He is funny.
Brett says that Alex Gordon wore the number 3 when he started at Nebraska, then went to 4 rest of his career.
So when was the 5? I wonder.
Never was. That would be George
Brett.
Brett.
5 happened.
Never happened. Never happened.
That's going to mess my airport situation up this season. I better get a new.
I'll
just go Brett. I'll just go Brett. Yeah, go to the roof.
Just go to the roof. That's what I do.
There's also markings on poles, that numbers sometimes could be A, B, C, D, but sometimes it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I always say Gordo 5. Okay, it's not Gordo. I'm just going to go George Brett.
George Brett. That's fine.
Yeah.
That works for you.
Yeah.
That's good. Before I get to break, if you're hungry for breakfast or brunch or lunch today, how about Early Bird, 19th and K? Great spot there. They've got all sorts of things like breakfast burritos, French toast, chicken fried steak. How about cinnamon roll pancakes? Sounds pretty good. Also, the appetizers like hash holes.
What's a hash hole?
It's
what is
sort of hash brown, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like maybe in the form of a
donut? Yeah, a donut hole, like a hash brown.
That sounds
hole.
incredible. Their menu is just off the hook.
WYD.
Would you text that off the hook?
It is, like I said, and the location is so nice. I mean, you can whip in and whip out of there, and the parking is so good.
Tons of parking.
Right
Free.
in there. What's that?
Free.
Am I right? Telegraph? Is that right?
It's just southwest of Telegraph.
I mean, you could buzz over from there. It's a block walk probably. When I whiz by it in the morning, I tell you, it's incredible. We really need to do a live remote from there.
So you whiz by it on the way here.
Me
every
and Bill
day.
Both do, yeah.
Every day, and it makes you happy.
I whiz by.
And there's a big sign that says the early bird gets the pancake. The worm's crossed out.
Yep.
I'm driving by this.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
What is that?
19th and K.
Former Husker that you covered, Jamie Burrow.
I did cover him.
That brother of Dan Burrow, another safety who played here.
Yeah.
Jimmy's the dad. and Joe Burrow, the starting quarterback for the Bengals, Heisman Trophy winner.
What a family.
So you can sit there and talk about, hey, what was it like being at the Heisman Trophy ceremony?
Yeah.
You talk about those things.
Or he talk to Jamie about playing in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, that'd be incredible.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He was on that Rose Bowl team that played in the Rose Bowl. Jamie's a great dude, and he'll talk to you too. He'll talk.
He's a lot of fun. He's a multi-business man.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most, and they've expanded from one to now they got
6 locations.
6. They had one. Started off with the mom and pops one. Now they're at 6, and just there could be some news coming of expansion.
Potentially
could be expansion news coming.
They got 3 in Omaha, 1 in Lincoln, and 2 in Iowa. So 6 locations of Early Bird. 19th and K here in Lincoln again. It's open at 7 days a week. Open until 2:30 every single day.
Quick question.
Yes,
Do you
Bill.
think when McDonald's started, they opened up with 4,000 McDonald's places?
I doubt it.
How many were there when they started?
1.
One. And then all of a sudden there was 4, then there was 6. And
How
now
many are there, you think?
Oh, millions. Millions.
Millions of McDonald's. Maybe Early Bird gets there someday. You never know.
If
Very
Jamie
popular.
wants to, they will. I'll tell you that. Thank you, Early Bird.
Early Bird, 19th and K. Check it out. Delicious lunch, brunch, and breakfast. If you want to go earlier in the morning. When we come back, some big news for 1890. Next, an early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Rashawn Jackson, the captain here for the Body Shop. And man, did they hook me up with a great massage recently. The captain has a lot of stress in his life, as many people do. And for 1 hour, it was all relieved. The team at the Body Shop gave me a deep tissue massage that hit every area that I was in pain at. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. The Body Shop at 48th NA. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
Ironhide Construction is a Nebraska-based general contracting and steel construction firm. Their expert team is experienced in building innovative construction solutions across several industries. While they were previously known for their extensive experience in steel erection and metal buildings, they've continued to evolve over the last several years into a full-service general contracting firm. They take pride in their commitment to quality, cutting-edge technology, and having a passion for what they do. For more information about their services or to discuss an upcoming project, visit www.ironhideconstruction.com or call 402-420-4961. Husker fans, the 2024 Nebraska football season is right around the corner, and they need your support in Memorial Stadium this fall. You can now purchase a Husker football 3-game mini plan for only $170. This plan includes tickets to the UTEP or Northern Iowa, plus Illinois or Rutgers, and either UCLA or Wisconsin games. Tickets are only available while supplies last. To purchase your Husker football 3-game mini plan today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Play ball! Ready to unleash the fun with Salt Dogs Baseball? Join us at Haymarket Park for 50 action-packed games running through August. Stay ahead of the game by visiting saltdogs.com for updates on exciting promotions, giveaways, and events happening each week. Experience a change-up from your typical family night, or make it a Grand Slam good time with friends and coworkers. Strike three, you're out! Don't miss the fun happening all summer long. Visit saltdogs.com to get your tickets and unleash the fun.
All right, it's time for Final Jeopardy. It's been a tight contest today that all comes down to this final question. No summer picnic or family get-together or trip to the lake is complete without this particular item. Let's go first to Bob.
What is beer?
No, that's not it. Think about the kids. Over to you, Farley.
What is corn on the cob?
Tough to grill that on a boat. Wrong again. Grace, this time for the win.
What is Bure's cheese spread?
We have a winner! Bure's cheese spread, available in most local grocers in Nebraska. Round 2 of boxing at the complex is this weekend. Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best amateur boxers on Saturday, July 13th at the complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. A grudge rematch between Lincoln's Carter Mickelhouse and Kearney's Jack Mundolf, plus another Capital City showdown to follow. Doors open at 6 p.m. with the first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through July 14th, enjoy USDA Choice 6-ounce bacon wrap tenderloin for $8.99. Fairway's 16-ounce packs of hickory smoked bacon for $3.99 per pack, with a limit of 4, fresh salmon for $9.88 per pound, and 24 packs of Michelob Ultra for just $16.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
This
Good morning, little brother.
is Early Break with Jake Sorensen, Steve Sipple, and Bill Busch. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Segment 2, as always, sponsored by our friends at Beck's Hybrids. Are needing a new tractor or side-by-side to elevate your operation, maybe a boat or a golf simulator when you want to relax a little bit. Beck's Commitment Rewards program offers huge savings and interest-free financing on all these items and more. To learn more about Beck's Commitment Rewards, go to beckshybrids.com. Remember the 3 F's: faith, family, and farming. And what does Bill's hat say today?
What's it say, Steve?
What's his hat say?
That says Beck's.
Beck's isn't a beautiful hat.
It is beautiful.
Red
I
and gray.
have another hat of Beck's I really like, and my daughter saw it. Sydney's like, I really want that hat.
Was it the black and tan one?
No, it was more of a red. It's a red and white one, I believe.
Okay.
But she's very excited about that because she wants to promote Beck's. And then, did I send you guys the picture yesterday of the new building out in Gotham? McSafety.
Didn't get that picture.
McSafety calls me or texts me yesterday. Says, check this out. In the new building that went up in Gothenburg.
Mm-hmm.
The new Beck's building, it's incredible.
Gothenburg.
You know why?
Why?
They're growing. Beck's is taking over Nebraska.
Growth.
That's what they're. Again, when you see that, and then also at that when they keep coming back, it's the same thing we talked about. When people come back every year to the same product, that's when you know you're killing it. It's not like, well, I was there for a year. Now I went back. I tried. Yeah, I didn't like it. I went back to this. My old dealer went back to that. Didn't know what I had. Didn't know how good I had it. Nope. Now this was not. Now you have this. Now you know how good you have it.
Go.
Thank you, Trevor. And Trevor was a part like that. Trevor went out there and they helped, and Trevor was in charge of helping to build that new building too. Yes, he went out there and put that baby up. It's incredible.
That's some architects.
Yeah. Yes, architecture
in his background.
I will send you the picture.
Okay.
But
I wanna
mixed
see the
safety.
picture,
The Godfather of safety reached out to me last night and said, "Chuck, look what happened in Gothenburg."
Man,
yes,
that is a sign of growth.
Expansion.
Expansion.
That's
Heading
good.
west.
We like that.
Heading west.
Jake, that's Bex.
Bex Hybrids. BexHybrids.com. Check that out today. 464-5685. Call or text as always. If this wasn't official before, it's official now. Yes. 1890 is now 1890 Nebraska is the official NIL collective for Nebraska athletics. So Matt Davison, Carson Schott, the team over there, they're officially, if it wasn't known before, they are now the NIL collective for Nebraska sports.
Right.
What's it mean, Steve?
So, yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, that means a couple things. It's official. It's a little kind of ridiculous. They have been.
Yeah.
It's 1890 has been the collective for Nebraska, but now it's just official. Now there is one part of this that's interesting that I didn't know. Included in this, and this is via Pete Nakos, who's a all-star young reporter for On 3.
Job. Always ready.
So included in the partnership, this is interesting. Included in this partnership, donations made to 1890 will be eligible for Huskers Athletic Fund priority points, and
that's a big difference.
Yes,
all of a sudden parking
whatever
it's parking. It could be access to champions or whatever, different things of that nature. You're going to get some. What it is what they probably did. They probably just took the rewards program from Bex and slid that right into 18.
Why wouldn't you?
They talked to
Sonny's probably directly involved.
Sonny's directly involved in this. Sonny is going to bring back Nebraska football. Thank you, Sonny Beck.
So included in the partnership, donations made to 1890 will be eligible for Huskers Athletic Fund priority points and can be included in calculating Huskers Athletic Fund membership levels. So now when you think about this is also that priority points part of this could help combat donor fatigue a little bit, because some donors might say, I'm giving this money to players. It's what do I get? Nothing's paying off yet. If they don't have the kind of season you want or whatever. Well, you do get priority points. So that might help combat that donor fatigue a little bit. So yeah,
donations tax deductible. Also,
Steve, could you research
tax deductible donations? Is a big deal.
If the priority points are involved, is that right? Or yeah,
yep,
yeah. So
when the points are declined,
contributions
are also tax deductible eligible when directed to the 1890 Foundation, and priority points are declined.
Right. Yeah. So then it would be tax deductible.
Right.
If you get priority points, it's not tax deductible.
Right.
Now, with how they're working, well, Steve, can you research something for me through question and answer?
Sure.
Can you find out, is the $20 million that Nebraska can now spend from in-house, does that go directly into 1890 now? Or is there somebody else that's working over with a calculator and wads of cash over at North Stadium?
I am going to say this, Bill, for the sake of discussion. I think it's separate. I think the in-house pot of money at the $20 to $22 million that you're referring to, there's a pot there, and then simultaneously you have the 1890 collective that has its own pot, and that pot is in my judgment can be a separator. The people who have the money above and beyond the in-house money, those are the ones that are really cooking with gas. Now that's my read. I wish if Matt's listening, Davison, somebody
he's driven by before with his snowblower in, and so if he drives by, Davison,
that's my read. That's my read. Now it's still Nebraska has one official collective. Now here's the thing about this discussion that was sort of frustrating to be for months. They have been the collective. It was just Trev kind of. I thought what Trev used to do is kind of misleading in saying that there could be another collective or collectives. There was only one operational collective.
Well, at Media Days last year, he said, this is from Pete
Okay.
Nichols, his quote, "We've done a lot." Albert said, "I go to their events," speaking of 1890, "and
Right.
speak and thank them. I'm grateful for 1890, but we're very, very supportive of, there's multiple folks, not just 1890. That was Trev Alberts last year.
There's really not multiple folks.
No, there's
That's the
not.
thing.
There's not multiple, and also it's pretty factual that Trev was not involved with this very deep.
Yeah, and well, he wouldn't never
was
refer
not.
to Matt by name. I mean, it's just weird. He made it. I'm just gonna say he made it weird.
He did.
He did. And,
Unnecessarily weird.
Yeah, unnecessarily weird for a variety of reasons. The sort of reasons that I always say Nebraska gets in the way of itself a lot. That was an example. But now the one thing we're going to do here, I'm going to give credit to somebody, Bill, that we talked about off air. Here's the deal with Nebraska. They have been on the cutting edge in NIL, and it's in the reason is not, God bless Matt Davison. He's a great friend. He would tell you the same thing. The reason's not Matt, it's Jared Lambert. Lambert got this off the ground at a high level. I mean, I met with him in April or the summer of 2022 down at Wings Place. It's no longer open. And Jared had already, before NIL was even able to operate nationally, he was ready. He had it all ready to roll out as soon as it was operational.
100. You nailed it. He did. It was Nebraska was so far ahead because of Jared Lambert.
Wow.
So
and
far
make
ahead.
no mistake, it was Jared Lambert. It wasn't anybody else but Jared.
He organized. It was a one-man show.
Yeah,
he had it started, and that's where it got to 1890. Got with the Peds got involved, and Matt Davison, and it's been incredible. But the first person, like the one who had the first song, wrote the first song, it was him.
Exactly. And it was called Athlete Branding and Marketing. And then it just rolled into the 1890 initiative. But it was I always say it this way. Like if us three would have got together in 2022 and said, we're going to start a collective, couldn't do it. There's legalities, there's accounting, there's tax, there's IRS stuff. It's really complicated.
We would have stared at each other a lot. Just blank stares. And then it kept saying, Jake, anything on this? If you text anybody,
you call Marty.
You call Marty. You call, I don't know, call somebody. Call somebody.
Then me and Marty would have
call Hal Anderson.
Marty and me would have got it odds because he would have been like, look, I got a job. I'm not running your collective.
Yeah, I'm kind of busy right now.
Well, we got about 17 questions here. You got an hour.
There'd be a lot of those things like, okay, guys, remember that from yesterday? Yeah, we can't do that. We can't do that.
But Jared could.
Yeah.
Jared, as you know, was remarkably intelligent, and he was the one who started this.
I didn't like talking to him very much because he was so much smarter than me. And so it was like on a daily, on anything, if you just started to talk at random about certain things like that, it was like, I was like, okay, I'm uninformed. I need to try to get back and just coach defense.
He also handled Nebraska. He pushed Nebraska through COVID. He pushed the football program through COVID. It was Jared that, Jake, I can't even tell you what level the level he was operating at. He's an incredible human being. I mean, and unappreciated. One of those guys too. But behind the scenes, unappreciated. Nobody, he can be a little bit, what's the word I'd look for? He can ruffle feathers a little bit, but just because he's super smart and gets things done. And some people are like that.
But he started this thing off. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But I'm glad you brought that up, Steve.
Thank you. But congrats again to 1890. 1890 Nebraska now. It's not the initiative. It's now 1890 Nebraska as of yesterday. So congrats to them. They are the official collective of Nebraska athletics. If it wasn't known before.
Yeah. Kind of interesting.
You can donate at 1890nebraska.com.
And get priority points. Or not, and you get tax deductions there. So, so yeah,
it's a good day for everybody.
It is. Good day.
Always remember that when if Nebraska fans or any football fans are wondering, that $22 million that comes out of their budget. So it's not like no one's giving them $22 million to spend. It's coming out of their budget, and so that's when jobs get cut, things get cut down, different things happen, budgets things get restricted because they'll spend the $22 million. Because if they're not spending it, right there, people are gonna be like, well, guess who is spending it?
Right.
The teams we talked about yesterday.
Ohio State, Georgia, USC.
Yeah, they're all spending it. And so, but it's not money that's just like, oh yeah, so now we have this fund. Yeah, you know what the fund is? You're the fund. You're the fund. You're the one. So
they create that.
So when you're getting that big check from like for $80 million from the Big Ten Just take 22 million off the top.
Right.
That's where
Pretty
that
much.
money's coming from.
And you can create some revenue streams, and they're doing that. They're trying to create revenue streams, different revenue streams that they've never created before.
I think split the pot would be great. Every home game.
Make it happen.
Every home game. I'll sell tickets.
Up and down the aisle.
Up and down the aisles. There we go.
Get
I'll
your
ring a bell. Get your tickets. Split the pot. It'd be worth like about 100,000. Imagine that when first you won it. I mean, it'd be worth a lot of money. That'd be worth a lot.
It'd be fun. You should do that.
There's
Bill.
97,000 people there, and everybody's buying tickets. Like that.
That's a good idea.
You're gonna make probably 150. That'd be a fun day.
They're coming up with good ideas. They're going to hire you, and then the three-legged stool will be out.
I still
I
like the
told you
scoreboard
guys, you
ideas,
screwed
too.
my whole life up. I'd be coaching
Sorry,
right
man.
now if it wasn't for you
Sorry,
yahoos.
man. We're sorry,
Making
Bill.
it fun to come to work here in the
It's
breakers.
fun.
Yes.
We have fun.
What's next,
When we
Jake?
come back, song of the day and Bill's Thrills Bugaboo Tuesday.
No,
Things that bother me.
Bothering Bill next, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
NEBCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEBCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEBCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. Navigating the legal system can be stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. Liberty Law Group is here to do the heavy lifting for you. We believe in treating every client with respect and understanding. When you're in need of legal assistance, trust Liberty Law Group to fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Round 2 of boxing at the complex is this weekend. Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best amateur boxers on Saturday, July 13th at the complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. A grudge rematch between Lincoln's Carter Mickelhouse and Kearney's Jack Mundolf, plus another Capital City showdown to follow. Doors open at 6 p.m. with the first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com. The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Tune in to the Teammates Mentoring Hour each Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket. Hear stories from a program started by Tom and Nancy Osborne and how it's changed mentors and mentees' lives and how you can be involved. The Teammates Mentoring Hour, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Right now at Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down. And I mean everything. Top-tier equipment? Check. 24-hour access? You bet. Free fitness training? Always. Workouts in the free PF app? What'd I tell you? Even super friendly team members.
Hey, welcome to Planet Fitness.
Oh, hey, I was just mentioning you.
Hey.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th. See Home Club for details.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
By now, most of you know how important the Honda of Lincoln sales and service team are to the Lincoln market. Hello, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear from Honda of Lincoln to tell you about the great news they just received. Andy, please tell us all about it.
Each year, the Lincoln Journal-Star has an award program called the Lincoln Choice Award, where the customers in Lincoln get to choose the best places to do business. Great pleasure I get to announce that Honda of Lincoln has won the award for buying new cars, used cars, automotive repair, and even oil changes.
That is amazing, Andy. Any more good news?
Yes, there is, Charlie. We now have more than 100 new Hondas in stock, with hundreds on the way, and a huge selection of all makes and models on our pre-owned lot.
Incredible. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're a big tough?
Never feel like an
if
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Once again, your song of the day, Wouldn't It Be Nice, by the Beach Boys, 1966, in concert in Omaha this Saturday, by the way. The Beach Boys are.
That's amazing.
Yeah, 464-568-51 is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
Isn't it? The show goes on, doesn't it? I mean, I saw them in concert at Rosenblatt Stadium. Rosenblatt Stadium in 1984, 83. I was just a kid. Went with Kelly Cross.
That's been a good night.
Easy. That was a great concert too. I mean, incredible. It was incredible. That song, it's not like, it's probably my fourth or fifth favorite Beach Boys song.
It's not Little Deuce Coupe.
No, it's not round, round, get around, I get around. It's not that, but it's good and it's quality. I mean, it's just when you hear it on your headphones, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's not getting under an 8. Probably close to a 9. 8.97765. Hard to not like it. You can try. You can try not to like it, but good luck.
Story, the Beach Boys story is great. If you ever just watch the storyline, what they did, it's an incredible story.
Like a detailed defensive coordinator.
Yes. Think about their popularity. Talk about the Beach Boys
brand.
It's
like Coke.
It's just like it was
like Coca-Cola.
Beach Boys. It had that
Beach Boys.
It was sunny. It was California.
Yeah.
It was like dream world out there. Go to LA.
Yep.
Oh yes. Oh, they have so many
great call
songs.
by you. Just when you're listening to a Beach Boys song, you just think it's sunny.
You think it's sunny right away.
Yeah, happy.
Sunny. Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Very happy place.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with it 82249. 82249. I think Ben will kind of like it.
I think Ben's in your guys' territory.
He's gonna
Here.
like
I'm
it.
going to go like 7.7.
Higher.
6999.
I'm going higher. He's in the 8s.
8.8.
Yeah.
8.8.
I know Ben's.
Bella is here also. She has a score.
Wow, Bella.
Bella went really high, almost a 10.
Bella, you like it that much?
Couldn't you see Bella in a Beach Boys video?
Yes.
Bella could be in a Beach Boys video. She looks
blonde.
very, looks very Beach Boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, she gave it a what?
9.9998.
Yes.
Almost a 10.
I could see her.
She's gone to the long decibel.
She's went way deep. We
Good
like.
job.
Thank you, Bella.
Thank you, Jake. That's the influence of Boomer Radio right there.
They're in Omaha on Saturday, though. You might have to go to that one, Sip. I know you're working right now. You're
Who's
busy.
alive? Are they all alive?
I cannot.
I
don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think they're all alive. I don't.
That song's from 1966. I doubt they're all alive at this point.
From 66.
I don't think they're all around. I'm just guessing.
They're much older than us.
Yes, that's what I mean.
You guys are born.
We were just born then.
I was born then. Yeah.
I
mean, listen to this one.
They were playing concerts.
Right. Listen to this one. Not only are they, I think, okay, what's July 30th? Barry Manilow live at the CHI.
In Omaha, yes, right.
Barry Manilow.
His farewell tour, I think, something like that.
What do they freeze these people for a certain number of years? Then bring them back.
I write the songs. Barry Manilow.
Yeah, Barry Manilow in Omaha.
Yes, I write the song.
I believe was it Breakfast Club when they said something to Bender like that. Does Barry Manilow know you raided his closet?
Barry Manilow was old in 1985.
He was. The feathered hair.
They had to put him in the freezer for about 40 years.
I love it. Farewell tour.
It is a farewell.
Last time I heard him live on the radio was in the 70s. You know what? Barry's like, I'm going to wrap this thing up. I'm done.
You're still around, Barry. I didn't know that. Ratings before Bill's Thrills. Rod in Lincoln gives an 8. We've got a 6.5 from John. Mike and Dalton, 8.5. Who in Club is not 5.5.
Say it again.
5.5.
5 points.
That's like giving a 9.
Yeah,
that's high for Bird.
Yeah.
That's high for Bird. Jennifer 9, hubby 7.7.
Wow, they've liked your music lately because you're playing stuff right
Old
off of
stuff.
Boomer Radio.
Yeah. Bill and Bennett 4.85. A little low for that song. 4.85.
Mm-hmm.
Mac in Omaha says 10, 10, 10. Best band ever. Great work.
Wow, best band.
About that.
I wouldn't go that far, but it is a great band. Great band.
Talk about having a brand.
Dude.
They got a brand.
So some song, you're like, hey, who's singing that? Now the Beach Boys song.
Yeah.
Right away, it's like, oh, that's Beach Boys.
Not Beach Boys. You can. They're one of those bands that you can tell within a split second almost. I'm serious. There are some bands like Boston.
Yep.
Like a split second.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Gavin and Pender 7.5.
Galir.
Scott and Bancroft 7.4. Scooter and Roca 8.25. I had that album, says Scooter.
Nice.
Smart
Scooter.
man. That is your song of the day again.
That's all the ratings we got?
Well, I got
Oh,
more.
we're just not. We don't have much.
We got ratings.
Is our listenership dipping pretty bad?
Is that what happened?
It's not. But
is the show tanking?
I'm excited.
We're having fun and show's tanking.
Do I need
Great.
to take? That's great. Should I take some time off?
I'm excited for Bill's
forced time
Bugaboo
off, bro.
Tuesday. So.
Oh yeah, let's go Bugaboo. Come on.
All right, let's get to it. Let's play the intro on this Bugaboo Tuesday. Here we go on Bill's Thrills.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom
Yes.
bonanza.
Oh, yeah.
We
Is it gonna be
need it.
bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. Have you seen? I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, as always, Bill's Thrills sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Call them at 402-730-7387 for a free consultation to plan your financial future today. It is Sip's favorite day of the week. It's Bugaboo Tuesday. Things that bother Bill.
Things that bother me.
I love this.
And Bill, the
Also,
floor is
a
yours.
quick thing. We talk about how much money that the advisors make for you, and what Dirk, Scott, and Ty can do for you. How about just for me right now? I'm just thanking them. We don't have Bill's Thrills without them.
No.
Oh, wait a second.
There's no Bill's Thrills without them. It just goes away. They started it. They're the ones that got together.
Pressure on them, by the way.
They're the ones that got together with Jake and came up with this marketing plan of Bill's Thrills. We don't have so Mid-Plains Advisors, thank you.
Mid-Plains Advisors.
It doesn't give me a chance to vent on things that bother me.
We like this.
And that things that happen. So, Steve, things bother me.
Oh, that's
Aggressive. Radical rural driving that must be resolved.
Uh-oh.
The number 2 car must be addressed. Pull over! Pull over!
Why, God? Why?
Oh, why, God? Why? Oh, what happened? It happens to me every time in drive. And Laura was part of it, and she lost her mind too. When you're driving rural and you're on two-lane highways and you're cruising, right? Okay. I've already talked about the guy who pulls out when he shouldn't, which sends me through the roof.
Yep.
This one's even worse. It's car number 2. In rural, you're going to have, whether it be a farm machinery, whether it be someone's going to pick up his driving slow, someone's not driving the right speed. They're slow. It's holding things up. But then the number 2 car chooses to go status quo and just stay right behind him and not pass. And now you got to stack them. And now the number 2 car, now you're stackables. Yeah. All of a sudden 2 turns into 4 and no one can get around. We're driving just south of Albion and you'll see the number 2 car. This person's just terrified behind the slow moving one. And then you see the other cars like weave out, take a look and come back.
We all know.
Weave out. And finally someone takes their shot. And then all of a sudden you almost get in a wreck. Because all of a sudden the 3rd car takes a shot and the 4th car is going at the same time. All because the 2 car won't go.
I want to defend the 2 car.
No, and there's no defending the 2 car. The 2 car, figure your stuff out.
Oh, they're defending the 2 car.
No, they're driving just like the status quo.
Maybe it's an older gentleman.
They're just driving right here. It's like well, I'm gonna keep it at 56, I guess, and just stack traffic up forever.
Can't you just whip by 2?
A lot of times you can. It causes problems. Then because 2 becomes 3. That's what happens. If you're just 1 behind, but still,
I understand.
When you're passing 2 vehicles, when you're rural Nebraska, and I know he's out in Western, it's quite a bit different. There's quite a few rolling hills. So you don't have this long shot of where I can see what's going on. And it was a debacle. And I've seen it every time I drive, coming and go. It'll happen to me if I drive up to Creighton to sit down and do some book work with Steve Schindler. It'll happen 3 or 4 times in the drive up. The number 2 car. The number 2
So this
car.
is a problem.
This is a problem.
This is a
pull over.
Common problem.
I wanted to give him this one. And I tell you one thing. We went by. Laura gave him the look, kind of like,
oh no.
We went by.
Laura did the look?
She gave him the look, like, gave him the look, like, what are we doing, man? Like that. When you can't wait to look to it, when you whip by, you do. I do one of these. Just.
Were you tense?
It was tense. Was
there tension?
There was tension. Even Laura.
Now, hold on.
Laura was heated.
I want to defend car 2 if it's an older person that just isn't ready for the pass. You know,
car number 2 needs to get better. Be better.
Well, how about this? We got a live. Scott on YouTube says, "I'm literally doing this right now between West Point and Norfolk. I'm 4th in line, and I'm irate." He says, "Right now,
you're stacked because you know why? The 2 car The 2 car is the problem.
Chimed in on YouTube while driving. That's bold right there, Scott.
Thank you, Scott.
Good job.
Yeah, tell me this isn't real.
Well, it's real.
Yeah, it's real. Is there anything else, Jake?
YouTube, yeah. The conservative Husker says driving with morons is so rage-inducing.
It is. I see how it happens now. I really do.
Road rage.
I see how it happens.
You're not advocating it.
Not advocating that. No, we're not going to flash weapons or something out of the car.
Laura's
No,
not
we're not doing that. We just kind of give them the palms up. That's it.
Oh, here we go. Ellis says, my wife is a 2-car. Bill, can you please have a grease board talk with her?
I would like
Explain
to
that
use a
she
2-car.
needs to understand you got to be better as the 2-car.
Yeah, the 2-car. It's so important you get in that spot. It's like, hey, I got to go, man. I got to go.
This is a good one. This is
the one car, though, the person is causing the first part, that can happen. But the 2 cars got to go,
I'm
Steve.
really surprised how much grace you show the lead car compared to the 2-car. I say you're giving too much grace to the lead car.
No, it's the 2-car is the problem. Sticking with this, they got to pull them over. That's why I'm glad we still got this bad boy right here.
Yeah, that sign has to stay here.
There.
I know I've been that 2-car. That's the other thing. I know I've been that dude.
You don't like to pass people?
I know Jake would never be the 2-car.
Oh, no,
Jake would be.
I am waving.
He'll pass on a shoulder.
I've done it before.
Yeah, you'll whip
How about
the
when you like going, you can't take it, you do the pull out, and all of a sudden it's like the whip back in, so the
Yep.
car coming, whoa, right back in.
That's me on
you kind of look
81 all the time coming back from Crofton. I'm always weaving in and out.
There's a road into Fremont where this happens.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
There's a hilly area. I've been in those shoes. I don't get worked up about it. I'm always late. So, I don't. I'm late. Yeah. Anyway,
Thank you
that's
for
a
the
good
texters.
one.
Anything else for
I'm
texters,
just
Jake?
surprised how hard you
two
are on
cars.
2 and not 1.
Sanderson says they shouldn't be driving if they can't pass as the number 2 car.
Yeah, just
They
stay off the
shouldn't be
road.
driving.
They shouldn't be driving.
Revoke the license.
You know they're also like this, and they come up behind the car like, oh god, I'm screwed.
Yep.
I won't pass. I'm that person, and now I'm stuck.
And now there's 5 cars
Now
behind
they're
me.
stacking up behind me. We can't go anywhere.
And it's a mental. Yeah, they know. Yeah.
Don't think that it hasn't doubled up, and there's been a 2 and a 3 car with the same mindset of just like, I'll just stay right here at 54. I'm good. And then all of a sudden now you're all backed up. Can't do it, people.
Why is everybody in such a hurry? Why is everybody in such a hurry?
Just yes. Be in a hurry.
I think I passed 8 cars once in 81.
No, you didn't.
There was a 1, 2, 3. There was a 7 car. 7 2-cars in a row.
Did you put it to the?
I said I've had enough. We're going 10 below the speed limit, and for no reason at all, it's time to make a move. And I got past 8, just like that.
That wasn't a cold
when you had to pass that many cars till you look down and you're rolling about 88 miles an hour because you got to get by them. You got to go. You got to go. You got to go.
You might be going more than 80.
Yeah.
8. Yeah.
You got to get past them.
There. So that is Bill's.
That was a good
by
one.
Dirk
Pull
Scott and
over.
Ty at Mid Plains Advisors.
Pull
Hour
over.
2 is next. An early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL Weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies to go along with light winds. We'll see an afternoon high around 88. Tonight, clear skies and calm winds with a low around 64. And tomorrow, mainly sunny, but stray showers are possible in the afternoon. We'll see a high around 90. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 92.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Ironhide Construction is a Nebraska-based general contracting and steel construction firm. Their expert team is experienced in building innovative construction solutions across several industries. While they were previously known for their extensive experience in steel erection and metal buildings, they've continued to evolve over the last several years into a full-service general contracting firm. They take pride in their commitment to quality, cutting-edge technology, and having a passion for what they do. For more information about their services or to discuss an upcoming project, visit www.ironhideconstruction.com or call 402-420-4961.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Husker fans, the 2024 Nebraska football season is right around the corner, and they need your support in Memorial Stadium this fall. You can now purchase a Husker football 3-game mini plan for only $170. This plan includes tickets to the UTEP or Northern Iowa, plus Illinois or Rutgers, and either UCLA or Wisconsin games. Tickets are only available while supplies last. To purchase your Husker football 3-game mini plan today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red. Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Prodigy Baseball Academy, Lincoln's premier baseball program, is excited to partner with the #1 national youth and high school program to offer a larger player development program with a national network for tournaments and recruiting. Prodigy Baseball has been nominated several years by the Lincoln Choice Awards for outstanding dedication to youth baseball. Come see the USA Prime Prodigy difference. For a full listing of tryouts and to learn more about USA Prime Prodigy, check them out on Facebook at Lincoln Prodigy Baseball or at lincolnprodigybaseball.com. USA Prime Prodigy is excited to announce the tryouts for the upcoming season. Prodigy Baseball is where players in Lincoln go to receive player development, a competitive tournament schedule, and incredible family atmosphere. USA Prime Prodigy will be hosting tryouts July 14th through the 16th at 6 p.m. at Optimus Sports Complex for ages 7 to 14. Jalen Wordley, Caleb Clark, and Mason McConaughey from Husker Baseball will be there to sign autographs and talk to the youth. Tryouts start on July 14th at 6 p.m. Learn more at lincolnprodigybaseball.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane, also at 70th and Pioneers. And what do we have today in Creighton, Nebraska with Steve Schindler, a.k.a. Shin Daddy?
Shin Daddy, you have nothing. Steve will not be available today.
What?
He was whisked away this morning at about 4:44 a.m. He's taken directly to Norfolk. He's on a G5 Gulfstream 5 on the way. Brett Yormark got a hold of him. He's
going to media days?
He's going to media days,
No.
Big 12 media days.
No way.
Yes. Yormark wants Shin Daddy to open up. He's going to introduce him. So Shin Daddy is there for
He's
promotion.
introducing Yormark?
He's introducing Yormark. Yes.
Brett Yormark.
When he does his State of the Union for the Big 12 and the new Big 12, right there, Shin Daddy's open up for him. So
Wow.
he is in he's already landed. He is in Vegas right now.
Wonder
and
what
on his way to the stadium.
What's the connection?
What's that? He listens to the show. Yormark does.
Yormark's a breaker.
Listens to the show.
He's a
He's
breaker.
And
He's a breaker.
in Nebraska used to be a Big 12 staple.
Yes, and so they talked about that. So he's like, "Who can we reach out to get this done?" And they went straight to Shin Daddy. So they whisked him away. Yes, this morning flew out of Norfolk.
So I mean, what does he have to get a suit? I mean, does he just?
He's in a suit. He's in a suit.
What kind of question is that? Of course he's in a suit.
Shin Daddy going to Legion Stadium.
A pastel tie. He had to go with pastel to stay neutral because no one has used like the color pink. So he has a pink tie on today.
He's
to stay
introducing
neutral.
Brett Yormark.
Yeah, at the Big 12 Media Days in Las Vegas.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a
Then
big
just
deal.
come back tonight.
What's that? He'll come back. He'll come back tonight. Yeah,
Come
he'll
back
be in the bank tomorrow.
Yeah, he's got a bank tomorrow. Come on.
Bank tomorrow.
So the bank's just kind of a standard day.
Standard day. Just
like any bank.
Imagine walking in today and just what's going on?
Nothing.
There's
Steve's
nothing.
gone.
Steve's gone. That's what it is. He runs the show.
Yeah.
You don't let somebody else also. Don't worry about it. We'll have something. No, you don't do that.
No,
that's not how it works.
Shindy.
Yeah.
Taking his act to Vegas.
When you answered the phone, we didn't anybody else answer it. Sports. You didn't anybody else answer the phone.
Or other people.
I would look forward to seeing Shin Daddy on the stage in Vegas.
Get a chance to see him today. He'll be
Legion
live.
Stadium.
He'll be live.
So you guys are going to read about Big 12 Media Days tonight? Are you going to read about it?
I will.
I will read about it. It's a bunch of media days are very lame.
They can be.
They're very. It's all coach speak. It's very. There's not a lot.
Preaching
there.
to the choir.
Yeah, there's not a lot of meat on the bone there.
I haven't missed a media day since 1996. Think about that.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of them.
Is that depressing to you?
No.
Okay.
It's not.
Well, you said it's boring. You just said it's
They're
boring. So I
kind
can
of
see
boring.
why.
I'm trying to think if there's ever good. I don't. Usually not.
Not a lot being
There's
said.
no media days in 2020. So you missed that one.
Now there at least you
Was there
have
none?
I don't think there were. Was there?
No, there
For
wasn't.
COVID?
I don't think. No,
No,
way.
you're
I
right.
would
Chance.
think the one thing interesting would be just
Not with that commissioner.
with every place it's got to be good with just talking about what's new. I mean, the ACC is kind of that they're straight. Oh, this is great. So the ACC, now, this got to be exciting, man. You guys got Cal now and Stanford and SMU, and that's big, isn't it?
ACC.
Yeah, SEC. Their meet is that. Who'd you guys bring it in? We brought in Texas and Oklahoma, two of the biggest brands in college sports. They just came in. How about you guys in the Big Ten? Well, we kind of jacked around, brought in Oregon, Washington, USC, and UCLA. So there's storylines there. The Big 12 has great storylines.
Pretty good.
They got a good storyline coming in with Utah coming in, Arizona State,
Prime
Prime coming in. So right away there's a buzz around that.
I wonder what kind of buzz there is. I'd love to be a very rich person with time on my hands. I'd go in there and just check it out.
Yes. Give me breaking news quick.
Oh, hang on. Hey, hold the phone. Hang on. Wasn't ready for that. Here we
I
go.
threw that at you.
You did. What do you got, Bill?
This is self-proclaimed breaking news. Okay. So I'm making it my own news. Can you do that?
Yes.
Make your own news up.
But if you present it correctly.
I'm hoping
this is not a feature. This is news.
This is news. Hopefully this it's more of an opinion, I guess. It's more of a Paul Harvey thing.
Okay.
Is that we talked about the NIL and transfer portal and everything's jacked up and all the different stuff. And we talked about products pretty good in the field. This is what I'd say about this season. This is the most anticipated football season in the history of college football.
Ooh.
It's the most anticipated in the history of college football. Well, two things from the ticket avenue would be that we're local and it's about Nebraska. There's a lot of excitement about what's going on at Nebraska. There's a lot of intrigue about what's going on. Freshman quarterback.
Raiola.
Yeah, all of a sudden you have a generational quarterback starting fresh. All these things going on. And then you go national and you look at some of the games and you look at a 12-team. We've never had this.
No.
We've never had 12 teams go into the playoffs. There's going to be, in the 1st of November, there's going to be like 40 teams alive. 40 teams will be alive.
It's going to be glorious.
And so this is the most anticipated a season has ever been. Someone might say from a Nebraska, no, 95 was, or whatever year. But I'm talking national.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
There's nothing more, and still local. It's still very, very high. So this is the excitement upon excitement. These new conferences of what they had happen are incredible.
I think what got me excited actually was when we were talking about the Big 12. When Jake, you had it on the rundown last week. I had
the media days this week.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and I had to start looking into the Big 12 for show prep. And that's what got me excited. And then you got me excited yesterday when you said the winner of the Big 12, say it's Kansas with 4 losses, will be in the playoff. Kansas, I'm using
with
Kansas.
A bye, right?
Yeah, with a bye.
Conference champions get a bye.
The conference champion coming out of the Big 12 is going to have some losses. Yeah. But it could be Kansas, by the way.
Think of
it'd be amazing if they're in the playoff.
Cool.
Lance gets Kansas in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And it could
happen.
Yeah.
Also, when you talk about the SEC game, has always been one you look at. The SEC championship game always had.
I don't miss it. Jake knows that. I've never missed the SEC.
It's incredible.
Locks in,
and I've been lucky enough to be able to coach in that game. But it is incredible. Last year it was Georgia, Alabama. Alabama beats them. It takes Georgia from 1 to 6. So the other games,
drama.
The Big 10, yawner. They're all yawners.
Not the
but
SEC
not now.
Game.
Because now everyone's playing for a bye to be a first. It's not like, well, is it going to be the 12-1 this team or the 12-1? Who's better? I don't know who's better at that. Now it's real simple. So you're playing to get to a bye. And so the championship games now, when you're watching them, you're like, this is really big.
Yep.
And you're also not going to get stuck with the Ohio State or Michigan, Iowa, Purdue. It's going to be. There's a good chance it's going to be Oregon, maybe, and Ohio State playing again. It could be that. It could be one of those games you go. And how big is it? Well, we get a bye.
It's interesting.
And so it's the most anticipated football season in the history of college football, and we're part of it.
We still have the problem potentially in the future where if Ohio State, Michigan could be back-to-back weeks potentially for last game of the season and the next game of the Big Ten title.
Would you care if it's that big of a game?
Me and you differ on that a little bit. I do. I like it when it's a standalone game. I like the standalone, not coming back and playing again. I'm not as big on that as you.
You would have. So let's just say it was last year. You'd have rather seen Michigan, Iowa, than you rather seen Ohio State play Michigan.
No, not rather.
It's just back-to-back weeks. The same thing twice in a row. It's unfortunate.
No, of course I'd rather see.
Yeah, there's a chance of that. But the worst thing you can do is move the Michigan Ohio State game to
Don't move it.
mid-season. God, don't move it. You can't move it.
Please, God,
You've
don't.
already
move it.
killed a lot of traditions. Keep that tradition alive.
Yes.
Yeah, keep that one alive. 100.
And so there's going to be
God
the storylines are going to be ridiculous.
I know they
The
are.
story,
It's
in a group of fives getting in.
It's interesting too that the dynamics are so much different between what we cover here, the Big Ten, which is so dominated by Ohio State and Oregon, and then you look at the Big 12, which we're going to do right now, and it's so wide open. The dynamic is incredibly different. I find, just you can hammer me on this. I find
Am I going to push back?
I find the Big 12 more appealing almost because it's so wide open.
It's appealing.
Yeah.
When we're talking through these teams, you go, it's like you said, as we get to go talking about, it's going to be okay. Who's the dead last team? Arizona State. Everybody's like, that's a pretty good place.
Or this magazine I have in front of me, Lindy's. You have Phil Steele, real heavy, $21. I have Lindy's, a little lighter, $12.
Yeah.
and they have the last place team. They have a Cincinnati.
Who's in the playoffs?
Cincinnati's last pick last, but they're not.
Yeah.
They can't be that bad, right?
Phil Steele's bottom four are in the Big 12. It's
who are the
Houston is 16th in there. Then Arizona State, BYU, and Colorado is his bottom four in the Big 12 this year.
Houston. That was Willie Fritz. I mean, it is.
Are
Willie
we delving
Fritz.
into that now,
Yeah.
Jake?
Yes, we are.
Okay, hang on. I've got them marked.
Houston.
Willie Fritz now the head coach at Houston, following a great run at Tulane.
Yeah, and in Houston last year wasn't horrible. 7-5.
Willie's built for it, but Willie's going to do it slow. It won't
You think so?
It won't be real fast.
And they got a ton of transfers, but they also, we'll just start with Houston. Donovan Smith. They do have a quarterback. Donovan Smith, Jake, what do you think I like about this? 6'5", 235.
Big boy.
Yeah, their quarterback. They have a player at quarterback. He started out at Texas Tech, then made the move over to Houston last year. They also have, I'll just do this while Bill's looking at his magazine quick. They also have a guy you would probably recognize, you guys. Do you recognize his name, Malik Carr?
I don't.
He was a tight end at Michigan State.
Okay.
I mean, he had 54 catches at Michigan
pretty good.
State.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, they have a key transfer tight end in Malik Carr, who actually started out at Purdue, then went to Michigan State. I remember him because he's a horse. I mean, he's really good. They have some stuff, but man, they're really relying on transfers at Houston. I do like this time of year because we're talking about people are turning on a radio and go, "Why is Sipple talking about Houston football?"
It's way kind of fun.
That's why I like it.
They have a tough schedule to open up with UNLV. UNLV's good. Then they go to Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's a tough schedule.
They open up tough. Then they have Rice, and Rice is a better team. They've been to a bowl games in recent years.
I think they beat Houston last year, or Houston might have beat them in a shootout. It was like 43-41.
Yeah. So that's Houston. What's our next one there, Jake?
Arizona State.
I'm flipping over right now, guys.
Kenny Dillingham, the head coach at Arizona State. Phil Steele has him 15th out of 16 in the Big 12. First year.
That's what Lindsay's has too. Arizona State, not much expectation.
When you look through the Big 12, every team's Big 12 conference schedule, it's like you're seeing the same thing every time. It's like, okay, that team's solid. That's a solid. That's a solid. That's a solid. It's like it's a wow factor. Now they have Mississippi State. That'll be
Arizona State does.
That'll be a tough game. They have a Wyoming. That's a tough game. So they have a couple that are a little rough out of conference also. But right now, Arizona State is struggling a little bit. But just like I said,
no, they're struggling.
But guess what? Last year, dead last was who? West Virginia.
No.
Dead last. And they won.
The year before,
they win 8 or 9.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
year before.
Yeah. And so, like I said, like that, you never know with these teams with what can happen to them. But once again, you're talking about if you think Houston won't be one of the top 4 teams in the Big 12, you're wrong. They will be. They have an incredible recruit. Not this year, in the future.
Oh, in the future.
They have incredible recruiting base. They have a great coach. They're going to be. Houston's going to be one of these jobs you look at. Like, what do you want? I'm like, oh, give me Houston. I'll have. Have talent.
I am so glad you said that. Because I was thinking that last night when I was looking at this, and there was a part of the preview that I was reading that said that Houston does have fast receivers, and I'm like, how could you not have fast receivers in Houston?
It'd be a recruiting error of all. What do we got? A bunch of 4'8" guys. Who went out and looked at these guys?
Right.
Who made this
No,
choice?
if there's one thing there is in Houston is speed.
Yeah.
And you know, I saw it at the camp. I mean, it's just even the slow people are fast. So yeah, I mean, in fact, Houston should be a better program. They did. Now they had some years. I think 2011 they won 12. 2000, maybe 21.
They've had some good years.
Yeah,
Yes.
They've had some good years.
They just, but few and far between.
So Houston's a classic one. Maybe not so much this year. From here on out, everybody's like, if you're in the Big Ten, you want to play Houston? No, you don't.
No,
you don't. No, you don't. They'll have some really good players.
Yeah, they have to have good players.
Have really good players.
Yeah. How could you not have some good players?
When you can literally recruit a 200-mile radius and probably fill up your roster.
Right.
Think about that.
Oh, I have.
Literally can do that. Just and right there, you can go into the Louisiana Texas border. Have a few kids from there. I mean, there's players everywhere, and so it's a really good deal.
Hey, real quick, they were 13-1 in 2011. Okay, Houston. So I didn't get that right, and they were 12-2 in 2021. So yeah. So they've had some years. Then Herman had some success.
He had some success. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Tom Herman.
Holgerson did not really.
Wait, what?
Holgerson?
Well, Holgerson? He was 12-2.
12-2.
Okay.
He threw a 12-2.
So who had the 13? Was that Selman 13-1? Who went 13-1?
That would have been 2011. I think that might have been.
Well, what was Herman's best year? Because it got him the Texas job.
Yeah.
So it had to be rolling really well. He got him the Texas job.
This preview just says it doesn't give you a it doesn't. Okay. It doesn't address his big year, but he just had his 2015 team. I think that was a double-digit win team. Tom Herman's 2015 team was double digits.
Take me back there. Didn't they go to the Peach Bowl and beat an SEC team? Houston?
I think they did.
Or no, they beat Florida State, I believe it was. I think they went and beat Florida State. I think that. Anyway, my point is,
Auburn.
Houston can get
beat Auburn.
Teams.
Well, this says beat a bad Auburn team in the Birmingham Bowl.
No, that wouldn't have been the one.
Okay.
I'm almost sure that Houston did that. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong on that. Could be incorrect. But my point is, fear Houston.
Not this year, but
not this year, but in the future.
Well, no, really, not this year.
No.
Are you sure not this year?
I wouldn't surprise me if they won 6. Would you fall off the table?
No,
not. So you watch them.
7.
If they won 6, Arizona State. How about them?
No,
not really. Not table.
Nope.
Going. Are you kidding me?
Nope.
They got 6 wins. That's insane. Nope.
We're talking about the very bottom of the Big 12 right now.
And next up, BYU 14th per Phil Steele. They had 5 wins last year, but they have 14 starters back. I mean, they got some dudes back on that team.
So I would
14 starters back.
I would start with this. It's a national brand.
It is.
It's a national brand, and I thought about this. They probably have the best home field advantage in the Big 12.
It's crazy.
So they probably have the best. It is. It's 75,000 people right on top of you. And it is a beautiful setting, and that place gets wound up really big.
Lindy's, Jake,
yes,
says that Cougars, this is Lindy's, the Cougars don't have enough elite Big 12 players to make a push. So they have returning starters, but sometimes that's misleading.
Understood.
If you just have a bunch of returning starters from a bad team, what's that mean? You know, I'm shocked. I'm surprised that BYU's not better. Because of what Bill said. It's a brand.
It's a brand.
It's a proud football school.
11 wins in 2020, 10 wins in 2021. They've had recent success.
Yeah.
Last year, the 5 wins was a drop-off, obviously.
They went into the Big 12 and it didn't go well for them.
Because but every week it was different. The fight was way different for them.
Yeah.
But tell you one thing BYU has is they have money. BYU's they're not struggling like, well, how are we going to do this? They're like, oh, we can do this.
They should be better than this. They should be better.
I think they would, but they couple things that they do difficult. They go to SMU. SMU is what they win. They won the league. They won the
good.
I mean, SMU was incredible. They go there week 2 to go down and play in 100-degree heat.
That's tough.
At a team. Then they go to Wyoming.
Ooh, not easy.
That's your non-con. And so
two SMU and 2 Wyoming.
Yeah. And so you look at Kansas State, really tough for them to beat them. At Baylor will be that's a pick'em game. Arizona's a better team. Oklahoma State's a better team. At UCF, really rough, better team. At Utah, rivalry game for us right there. Then they have Kansas at home, at Arizona State, Houston. They finish with 2 teams that aren't near as good.
God dang.
But the schedule's a lot.
You read that schedule, and if you're that coach, you're not looking ahead at all. You're not looking ahead at all. You can't.
You can't figure out why we're playing at SMU.
In every game is going to be tough.
Well, I mean, this
single game.
This was going to be a football. Bill Schroesen was going to jump it forward and just throw it out there. It's kind of a freebie for because of what. Remember this like that. We need 9-3, 8-4 teams to get in the playoffs.
Yes,
because the reason why that will make these games still good.
I know.
If people freak out and don't play any non-conference games, because before it was always like, if you lose one, you might be out.
Yeah.
In the BCS area, it was just 2 teams. One loss may end you. One loss could end you. Now it's like more can get in. So you need teams to be like, yeah, we're going to play SMU. We don't care. We're still okay.
And we're
still good.
You read that schedule, and it's an example of this. I think we have to adjust our collective mindsets on what's successful and what's not for a season. 9-3 with that schedule would be incredible.
Incredible.
And now if the guy goes 7-5, it's still really good.
Still pretty good.
But we don't think that way.
No, everything's got to be on a heater.
Right. But college football is way different now. And I don't think people have adjusted to it. I'm making the adjustment. 8 wins now is okay. Good job.
Good job. We didn't get to the Buffs.
We'll get to the Buffs when we come out. Back
We'll return with the Buffs. That's a big story.
Prime.
Next early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Hey, Nebraska! Registration is officially closed for the 40th Annual Cornhusker State Games, taking place July 11th through the 21st in Lincoln, Omaha, and other Nebraska communities. The Cornhusker State Games will feature 70 sports for athletes of all ages and abilities. If you didn't sign up but want to follow along for results or watch the action yourself, go to cornhuskerstategames.com. Thanks to our partners, Nebraska Orthopedic Center, Pepsi Cola, Nebraska Medical Association, and Farmers Mutual of Nebraska. Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
This is area race announcer James Rowland. Join me and Bree Fansteel every Sunday night from 7 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket for The Finish Line, where we cover all things motorsports from local racing to racing around the world. Every Sunday night from 7 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Round 2 of boxing at the Complex is this weekend. Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best amateur boxers on Saturday, July 13th at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. A grudge rematch between Lincoln's Carter Mickelhouse and Kearney's Jack Mundolf, plus another Capital City showdown to follow. Doors open at 6 p.m. with the first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com.
Play ball! Ready to unleash the fun with Salt Dogs Baseball? Join us at Haymarket Park for 50 action-packed games running through August. Stay ahead of the game by visiting saltdogs.com for updates on exciting promotions, giveaways, and events happening each week. Experience a change-up from your typical family night, or make it a Grand Slam good time with friends and coworkers. Strike three, you're out! Don't miss the fun happening all summer long. Visit saltdogs.com to get your tickets and unleash the fun.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Jake Sorensen, Steve Sipple, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I didn't make that music. Change that one up here in a second.
Wait a second. What's
New
going on?
music
What
there.
happened there?
Rico did some production. It's good. I didn't approve any of the music at all, but it's fine.
It's kind of interesting.
Now, what is that?
It's kind of guitar.
What is that?
Is that
What is that? That's guitar.
Look at Ben.
Is that Rico
Ben
playing that?
Yeah, Rico's. That's his band right there on the tunes there. If you're hungry, Score One Smoking in Holdridge. Great barbecue rubs and sauces for both competitors and backyard grillers alike. They're always around in Holdridge or sometimes travel around the area for competitions.
He was
catering.
traveling. He went down. He was in Council Bluffs for the 4th of July. And crushed it down there. Was once again voted #1 smoker for the competition. Just overall,
He never loses.
He never loses, and it's just. And he's a spirit animal. He's the one that everyone comes to be like, "Hey, Chris, I don't know. I'm just having one of those days. I just don't feel like things are going right." And he picks you up. He's not trying to like flex on people.
He doesn't?
No.
God.
He's there to help. He's
so
there to help, which is incredible. If someone forgets all their stuff, like, oh man, we took, like you do with your clothes, right?
Mhm.
He just supplies them. It's not a problem. I have everything you need right
He's a
here.
friendly man.
If you can take my products and beat me, good for you. And he helps them out with that. That's what Chris does.
So he works at
What's that?
Score One Smoking.
Score One
and
Smoking.
First Rate Ag.
Come on.
And First Rate Ag. He's a combo guy.
Okay.
How about doing that? Being
I know.
having the best crop protection in the country, and then also the #1 smoker in the country. That's a lot. That's an everyday deal.
Come on.
It's a big deal.
That's like being a quarterback and you lead college football in rushing and passing. That's what he's doing.
Yeah,
That's what he's doing right
pretty
now.
big deal.
Kind of like an Adrian Martinez without the turnovers.
Slayed yourself. Just
Score.
cracked yourself. I've never seen
I
you-
love Adrian.
Me too.
I do. Me and Jake used to get. Now, if you listen to the show back in the day,
We'd
me and
fight.
Jake would get in
We'd
fights
fight about
because I'd
Adrian.
always defend Adrian.
I told you I'm in.
Adrian's a
my respect
dude.
for him is ridiculous.
I like
He's
Adrian.
a dude.
I like Adrian. I had a problem with turnovers.
He was
That's
so
fair.
He was so tough.
He's a very good player.
Jake's
like
fair.
Adrian.
Jake's fair.
Yeah.
He was a tough.
No, they were good discussions.
What's up now, Jake?
That's score1smoking.com. Okay, we have
Score
not.
one.
We didn't get to Colorado with our final, the bottom four of the Big 12 per Phil Steele. And, the Buffaloes, we mentioned that I have 75 players in the roster right now. It's a very small roster at this point.
About 75, yeah.
Are you surprised they're this low in Phil Steele's magazine? Because they bring back Travis Hunter, obviously a great player offensively and defensively. Shedeur Sanders, maybe a top 5 pick in the NFL draft. A lot of pieces missing on the new offensive line completely this year for Colorado. Defense has some things.
5 new ones.
Yeah, 5 new offensive linemen. But you do have a great quarterback in Shedeur Sanders to help lead the way for the Buffaloes.
Think about what they're going to be up against in Lincoln in terms of how loud it's going to be, and they're going to start now. So what Colorado fans always do, I've found to say, well, Sip, Nebraska's going to be starting a freshman quarterback in that environment, a true freshman quarterback. That's true. Colorado's going to be starting a true freshman left tackle.
Second game.
Yeah, second tackle, Jordan Seaton. He's a 5-star.
The noise doesn't bother the offense when you're at home, so they're
right.
So it doesn't affect them.
But it affects the opponent.
It affects the left tackle. It affects everyone up front with the plan you have to have for that.
Right.
I thought of this one the other day, Sip. Think about this one, which doesn't even happen anymore. Back in the day, super loud like that, the quarterback would walk back to the officials and go, "Can't hear."
Right.
And they'd hold the game.
Right.
They would hold the game. They'd they would try to hush the crowd. And then the crowd would get loud again. The guy'd walk back.
Wow.
What was I supposed to do?
Yeah, it was crazy.
I can't hear. Jake, they would stop the game.
They did.
Because it was too loud.
And then it just get louder.
But just think how dumb that is.
Yeah.
We're stopping the game because the crowd's too loud.
Right.
And now there's no, you have to figure out a way to snap the ball with a different plan. You have to have a different plan to do it when it's that loud. But that will be a big factor. Also, just remember that is firework retention game.
That's right.
Firework retention game. So artillery shells will be shot off after the game.
Artillery.
And I've talked to the police department. They're fine with this. So,
okay.
So fire them away.
You've cleared it.
You've cleared it. Yes.
With the chief of police.
Chief of police. Yes. And with Jeff Urkovich is the one who also Jeff Urkovich cleared that for me.
Okay. Thank you.
Also, with this schedule, open up at North Dakota State on a Thursday night.
That's a tough one.
Right away,
That's
intriguing.
A tough game.
Right away,
August
very
29th.
very
Thursday
intriguing.
night.
Okay, then they go to Nebraska.
Tough.
Very tough. At Colorado State.
Tough.
That's a tough game. Baylor, at UCF, really tough. K-State at home, really tough. At Arizona,
Tough.
really tough. Cincinnati, At Texas Tech,
Tough.
really tough. Utah, really tough. At Kansas,
Tough.
really tough. Then Oklahoma State.
Yeah, Deion's not finishing 500.
If they're going to need to get out to an early break. That's the way we talked about.
Wait a second.
Yeah, for the show
with Sip and Jake
and Bill.
It's
hey, that's if he gets 500, good job.
I know we had this talk on the like I said, for Nebraska, that game, to my mind, that first of all, must win is no such thing. 100% not a must win for Nebraska at all. Colorado, it kind of is.
Why?
They have they say they have the first pick in the draft or a top draft pick at quarterback, and then they have Travis Hunter on the other side. They have 2 first-round draft picks, and they're all going to be. This is it for them. They're all gone after this. Your top players are gone, and also the schedule says brutal. If you don't get off to a jump, what if in their first 3 games they're 1-2?
It's very possible.
That's
very possible, and that would because last year the buzz went fast.
Hey, now hold
it
on.
went away.
Would
fast.
anyone be surprised if they lost that first game?
Now,
North Dakota State. I would not be surprised.
We're not making a mental adjustment on this that I talked about. We say brutal schedule. It's just a schedule now.
Yeah.
That's just the schedule.
The schedule. Yeah, everyone has one.
Everyone has a say brutal schedule. What Big 12 team has an easy schedule? Nobody does. Colorado. No, I get you. It's tough, but we got to get out of that mindset because this is the schedules now. It's not this team's going to. There's very few teams you're going to point to and say, "I'm just going to whip through their schedule." Probably 12-0, 11-1. No, it's not. Who's doing that?
No.
Who's doing that?
Now, when you add teams like what they've added in any league, really,
really.
Like I said, it's not as much in the ACC where you go, okay, who'd they add? Well, how are we going to deal with Cal?
Oh, SMU.
How are we going to deal with Stanford? I don't want nothing to do with those guys.
Right. No, you're right about the ACC.
And then that's SMU, and you're okay, yeah, they're a very good team. Very good team. They could have a tremendous year this year. But that's what people are talking about. They'll have a great year this year in the ACC because it's not brutal.
I look at the SEC a little different.
This league is like, whew.
This league is really balanced.
Yeah.
The Big 12 is really balanced.
It's fun to watch the Big 12. I mean, the bottom teams aren't that bad.
No, but if you're a fan of a team in the Big 12, especially one of the upper tier teams, get ready. You might not win 11.
You can make an argument for 5-6 teams to win that conference. That's the best part.
Maybe more than that.
At least
When I
5 or
looked,
6.
I thought there was you could the stretch is 8, but for sure 7.
Think about that.
For
8
sure
potential teams to win the
Right.
conference. That's
Potential.
awesome.
It's
Wow.
like it's like going there like, okay, they're like everybody's going, well, I kind of think Utah. Well, Utah's never been in the league. You know where I think of Utah and think of the head coach.
You love them.
Oklahoma State, when we get to it, they return everybody.
They got a lot
They
back.
returned everybody.
They got
Oh
a
man,
lot
there's the top 3 or 4 schools. Kansas
State's
State
loaded.
Oh, yes, very fun to watch. I think I think it's also better for Colorado, no matter how you put it. You're watching it one way or the other.
You are.
You want to
I
see
hate to
great
say it, but-
success or you want to see great failure. And guess what? They're going to play in the Central Time Zone a lot more now.
Mhm.
Before they were playing a lot in Pacific Time
Yep.
Zone games. So it's kind of a
You're going to see it.
yeah. Now you're going to see things a little bit different with who they're playing.
And that circus is coming to this town, and it's going to be
We have a take. I'm surprised.
Is it a hot take?
It's a hot take. I'm not surprised that Corey is the one that has this. Corey and Lincoln, our
Mm-hmm.
Corey. He says Nebraska was 0-2 against Colorado with Scott Frost. They lost last year to Colorado. He said going 0-4 in this stretch against the Buffaloes would be a nightmare scenario for Nebraska fans. It's a must win, and I will die on this hill with that take. Says
Well,
Corey.
I respect for what he's saying. I would say what I mean, not a must win for the projection of the program down the road. That's what I would say. Sometimes you go, okay, where's this?
I hate the must win.
Where's it going to go?
I don't like must win.
But I agree.
discussion.
If you lose 4 in a row to them, like that, because
I know, but must win to me.
Because any of the years that they lost to them, they were terrible. Right?
I got it. Here's the deal. Why is it a must win that early in the season? What if you lose it and then come back and win 6 in a row? Then it's a ridiculous
It's a pride
discussion.
thing for Nebraska fans. It's a rivalry. To go
understand all
0-4 in that stretch against them is
We
tough
closing
to take.
down the season?
No, you're not.
That's what must win says to me. I mean, come on.
I'm always thinking must win is the trajectory of the program.
Yeah.
And I don't think that the win or loss has that
No.
big of a trajectory of the pro. If they would lose, that's like, well, we're going way backwards now. This is going to be. I think it's next year, this
Now,
year they'll be fine.
If they would get hammered at home by Colorado, it does. Now that you start to, that's not a must win discussion. That's just a bad scenario discussion.
Agreed.
Yeah. It would give you pause.
But the eyes that will be on that game Thursday night when Colorado plays North Dakota State,
a lot.
That will be heavy, and especially if they come out and play really well.
Yeah.
Let's just say that they roll North Dakota
42-3.
Everybody looks at North Dakota State like, hey, hang on now.
Yeah, if they hammer North Dakota State, the interest level for the Nebraska game will just escalate that much more. It's already.
Yeah.
Now, what if they lose the game? What's that do to the interest level?
That hurts.
It still would be.
That hurts.
The I would say this: the buzz here will still be extremely good. Nationally, it won't be.
No,
it won't be.
Then the buzz here, there would be some trepidation added to it, because what if? Then there's going to be in the back of fans' mind. I'm going to give voice to something that's really uncomfortable. Wait a second, North Dakota State beat Colorado and we didn't. That would be in the back of people's mind.
Yeah, could be. Yep,
Yeah.
it would be.
It would be in the back. You don't want to.
If you're a Nebraska fan, you want Colorado to win.
Yes,
you want them. You don't.
Thank you.
You do. You
and
want
resoundingly would be great.
Yes. Make it a big make it a big deal.
Yeah, Shador completes 24 straight passes or something like that, and
all the Travis Hunter.
Yeah, and they hammer North Dakota State.
Yeah.
Then
now it's on.
Oh, it's on. Yeah.
That is.
Is that on Fox? What's that game on?
Don't know.
It's probably Fox.
We know it's 9th though. We know
It's
that
night
for
game.
sure.
Yes, on Thursday. So
No,
Oh,
Nebraska.
Yeah, 6:30 on F.
Oh, Nebraska, Colorado, 6:30 p.m. on Fox.
Fox.
Yeah.
Okay. There's day one of your Big 12 preview again. Media days today and tomorrow in
Worst
Vegas.
4 teams intriguing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very intriguing.
They are. Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now.
Let's do it.
464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Today, we're talking college football. How about college football? Head coaches. I will give you the coach's name and tell me what school. It should be a lot easier than me asking you the school and telling me what the coach's name is. So I give you the name of the coach. What school is he coaching at?
This could be, it's always this situation, Bill, where it could be incredibly embarrassing.
We'll see how it goes. 464-5685. Shut Up Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
The streak is at 8 straight wins for you guys. 102 and 81, 21 games above 500. You will look fine for the reset. You will be above 500 when the reset happens August 1st.
100.
Quick correction before we get into this. The Nebraska-Colorado game is on NBC.
NBC.
Yeah, sorry.
Who's doing that game, I wonder?
Don't know that. We'll have to figure that one out.
Wish it was on Fox.
Okay, we've got McLean. McLean, how do you feel about college football head coaches today?
Extremely confident.
Extremely confident. I like that.
McLean. All right, let's go.
McLean.
8 in a row. Let's go.
Trying to snap the streak. McLean, first question goes to you. What school is Trent Dilfer the head coach of?
Got it. Got that.
UAB.
Yeah.
Brilliant. UAB is correct.
That's the job I thought Frost might get. He went down there. Usually when you go to a place, you're coming out with the job. He didn't get it.
1-0 lead for McLean. First question, Sip. Bills in play. What school is Justin Wilcox the head coach of?
He's got to be still the head coach of
I got it if you don't have it.
Cal.
Brilliant. Cal is correct. It's 1-1 tie. Back to you, McLean, for the lead. Last question. What school is Tony Elliott the head coach of?
Come on, Bill.
I think it's Virginia.
Brilliant. Virginia is correct. Tony Elliott, 2-1 lead. Sip. Last question. Bills in play.
McLean is no joke.
He was confident going in.
Right.
For the tie, what school is Rhett Lashley the head coach of?
I need you.
Got that SMU.
Brilliant.
Say it with a little more gusto.
SMU is correct. This goes to you guys, and McLean will go over under your number.
We're in overtime. Hold on. We gotta. I'm on the sideline right now, getting my guys ready. Okay,
we'll get them ready. It's time to go.
We're in overtime.
It's kicking off
that
right
came
now.
Quick. Game went fast.
How many current head coaches in college football have 100+ wins in their careers?
Current head coaches, 100+.
Division I.
Yep. So they could be at different school. I mean, combined.
There's 130 Division I teams.
So in their careers, like they could have different jobs,
right?
If so, but 100+ wins in their career.
Write a number down you're thinking, Steve.
Okay. 100+ wins. That can't be that many.
They're thinking.
Either that or up 2. I don't know.
No, you think it might be higher than that.
Say it. I'm good with it. Say it.
All right, I'm going to go 12.
Okay, over under 12, McLean, for the win. Just thinking.
They're about to expire time.
I'm going to go
5.
over.
Brilliant. How about 15? So, Bill, you guys 14?
Yeah, he's got 14.
15. Matt Brown is first with 276 wins right now. The last person, Gus Malzahn, 101 at 15 at this point.
Mac has what, 276?
276 wins in college football.
Okay.
And 101 for Gus Malzahn.
So not a terrible
McLean, well done. We'll get your bagels. Nice win today. He's gone.
McLean got us.
Ended this 8-game win streak there.
Oh.
Not a bad 12 wins, 14. I mean, you guys are close there.
Close.
12 people.
Man, McLean was good. You knew Tony Elliott?
I had that one.
Tony Elliott came from where?
I want to say came from Clemson, I believe.
I think that sounds right. Clemson.
Came from Clemson, I believe.
I think that's right.
Well, try again tomorrow. We can start a new streak tomorrow.
We got to do a show tomorrow?
We are going to do a show tomorrow.
Am I coming back?
Yes,
You're
you
back
are.
tomorrow, Bill.
Okay.
I don't know that we're going to. The three-legged stool may not miss any more days for a long time.
I got no plans to take days off.
You don't?
Soon.
You don't? I
No.
mean, I'll be at Big Ten Media Days.
I'll be
Bill
there.
will too.
I will not.
Yes, you are. You're the on
You're not
three.
going. I thought you were going.
The spillover is next on early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Hay season is a race against time. Win that race with an all-new 1 Series round baler from Landmark Implement. The all-new John Deere 1 Series round baler is a revolutionary leap in baler technology that captures near real-time moisture and weight data that can be analyzed through Operations Center to improve your bale quality and farm efficiency. Are you ready to upgrade your hay equipment? Contact your local Landmark location for full details on the new 1 Series round baler and experience the Landmark difference.
Hey guys, it's Bill Busch. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty has opened a new location in Pender, Nebraska, in addition to their office in Lincoln. The real estate world can be confusing, so why wouldn't you want an expert helping you every step of the way? If you're looking to buy or sell farmland in Nebraska, Kansas, or Iowa, give Ethan Sorensen a call today at 402-380-0432 or visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty with locations in Lincoln and now Pender, Nebraska.
Electrical Enterprises in Roca reminds you, the men and women of our military dedicate themselves to serving our country. Their commitment and courage keep our country safe and strong. Let us honor those who've lost their lives in the line of duty and salute those serving today. This from Electrical Enterprises in Roca. For all your residential and commercial electrical construction needs, call 402-438-5822. Saluting our troops and veterans. God bless America.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com. Serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies to go along with light winds. See an afternoon high around 88. Tonight, clear skies and calm winds with a low around 64. And tomorrow, mainly sunny, but stray showers are possible in the afternoon. See a high around 90. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 92.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
This
good morning, little brother.
is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover with AD. AD, good to see you. Thanks for being here today.
Good to be here, brother.
Sip said something during the break. You said, do we need to address Jack McVay? I said, what about what? Jack McVay, the former Nebraska basketball player, three-point shooter in the Tim Miles era.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Well,
what needs to be addressed by Jack McVay?
Yeah, Jack McVay. People will remember that name.
I do.
He's going to play for the Australian national team in the Olympics.
Touching video, too.
Is that right?
Put a video I was watching last night.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So, yeah, McVay, his last season, Jake, was 2007. His last season at Nebraska was 2017-18. That was Miles?
That's right. That was Tim Miles. Yes,
yeah.
Tim Miles.
So that Australian, I don't know why I was oddly intrigued by this story. He's part of the Australian national team roster that also includes Josh Giddey, Dante Exum, Joe Ingles.
Joe Ingles. 36-year-old Joe Ingles still kicking in the NBA.
Yeah, he latest team was the Orlando Magic. Now he moved on to somebody else.
Yes, he went to, I believe, the T-Wolves.
That's exact. I think you're right.
A couple days ago.
I think you're right. Ingles is still kicking around. So, McVay never really panned out that great at Nebraska.
He had some moments, but it didn't. Yeah, it wasn't overall a success with him.
Averaged 5.3 points, but he's playing professionally in Australia. So there you go. I don't know if you guys are thinking about the Olympics. Team Australia will begin play on July 27th.
Thank you.
Come on. And K-State's playing, for his home.
Yeah,
he is.
Japan.
Do you remember a couple years ago in the Olympics? I think there was two Huskers playing basketball. Ade Daganduro was Nigeria he was playing for?
Really?
I think I forget what he was
Daganduro was still
playing. Ade Daganduro was playing in the Olympics.
Really?
Maybe
he's a good player.
I don't know. Was it 8 years ago? Possibly. Somebody else.
No, I think you're right. You think Nigeria or Ghana, one of those two.
One of the two. And then I think another Husker was playing too. I think there's two Huskers in the Olympics for basketball, which is very odd for the success the program's had.
Yeah, the lack of success.
Lack of success they've had.
Daganduro was a tough player.
I like that dude.
Yeah.
He was good.
He was a tough,
gritty.
Yeah,
very gritty,
good player. And some of those names of that particular time period, kind of you forget about, like Joe McCray.
Yes.
Daganduro. Who else? Give me three other names.
Well, you get Steve Harley.
Harley was good. Kid from Maryland. Guard from Maryland.
Cookie
Maryland from West Virginia.
J.R. Strobridge. Remember that name?
Yeah, I remember Strobridge. Yeah. Jake, you're good at that.
That was watching a lot about. That was my time.
Yeah, that was your time.
I forgot about a lot of those guys.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Marcus Perry.
Yeah, you forget about a lot of them. And some of these guys are pretty good.
Yeah.
They had some. Yeah, Sec Henry was still.
Sec Henry wasn't bad.
Yeah, he's still playing some ball.
They were just all kind of scrappy.
Yeah.
Nothing that overshadowed each other. They were just scrappy.
Yeah, Jeter was a scrappy big guard, looked like a football player.
Yes.
So yeah, but anyway, Jack McVay. There you go, Jake.
If you get a chance, look it up on X, or just Google it. Jack McVay.
Okay.
I don't want to say. I don't want to say it. Just the words they had to bleep a few things out. But he was he was in tears. He was so grateful to be on the team, man.
On the Australian national team. Yeah. Good for him.
It was pretty cool, man.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
It's a big thing for Jack McVay.
They showed it last. Kevin Schutt's battle. By the way, I like his mustache. If you on 10-11, if you ask about
Kevin
Schutt. Kevin's a good dude, man. He let his
got a mustache.
He let it grow for their son's baseball team tournament,
and they won
which
the
they
championship.
Won.
I saw that.
So he kept the mustache.
I haven't
and all
seen
of
his
that.
mustache yet.
He's got a stash going, Sip.
He's got a nice
Better
stash.
see
Oh,
it before he shaves it off. It's probably going to happen sometime soon.
Kevin is a great dude, by
Kevin's
the
a
way.
good dude. He's solid, man.
I mean,
Kevin's awesome.
I enjoy him
And
so
I
much.
think he's a breaker, too, by the way.
I know he is. Kevin's a great dude.
He's
Kevin,
he's
shout out to
sporting.
Kevin Suits.
I think it looks good.
10-11 News.
Well, he's a handsome devil.
He's ready to get rid of it, though.
Is he?
I think he ought to keep it.
I saw that him and Ken Shimmick were on the TV broadcast last night, and they both had their epic.
Yeah.
You know, Shimmick obviously has an iconic mustache.
Yeah, he's been rocking that for
Forever.
decades.
But Kevin does not wear a mustache. So it was kind of cool to see them both in stashes last night.
Well, Kev had a beard up until a couple days ago. At least when I seen it again last night, I was like, he shaved the beard and went down to a stash. But it looks good, man. It looks good.
Yeah, me and Jake can't pull off the stash. Can you pull off a stash?
You guys could.
No, I can't.
No,
because
AD. I'm trying to think. AD maybe could pull it off.
I would look like, I don't know.
What?
Like what?
Remember, I had the beard forever until about a month ago.
Right.
And I shaved that off. But I don't know. I think we all can pull
Bring
it
the
off.
beard back, AD. That was a good look.
Oh, scratchy.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Now, what's going on your show today?
You know,
what are
we
you
got,
hammering on?
We got a full-fledged show today. We're going to be talking about the NIL 1890. Well, they rebranded the name. It's not the 1890 Nebraska. It's the 1890 Nebraska.
That's right.
Yeah, they did
Now-
rebrand it. You're right. We should have mentioned that a little more prominently.
Yes. So we'll discuss that. Also, we're going to discuss revenue brought in by college football programs, college football programs. And Nebraska made a significant leap, which was shocking to a lot. Alabama actually went down.
In revenue generated. Football revenue generated.
That's a tease right there.
And then also talk about, and we didn't talk about this because it happened over the 3rd. And Sippy, I think you were probably covering this, but a lot more background talk over the young man. I want to make sure I get his name right. The big offensive lineman we just brought in on July 3rd.
Kahana Torres?
Hammer.
Oh, Hammerback.
Yep. Big
Hammerback.
Sean Hammerback.
Sean Hammerback. Sean Hammerback from Winter, South Dakota.
Winter, South Dakota. You got to love that name, Winter.
Yep. Winter, South
How about
Dakota.
the name Hammerbeck? I like that name too.
I like
It's a good football name.
He's very athletic as well.
Yeah, gonna be. He probably could play tight end. He's going to be a tackle.
They're thinking probably a 5 technique potentially if he goes to the defensive side.
If he goes to the defensive side.
But the dude was averaging like 15 and 10 in basketball too.
Yeah, good. That's good.
Athlete right there.
He's a baller. He's a baller.
Yeah, I think that Donovan Raiola did a good job with these last 3 offensive lines.
That's 3 we got now.
Yeah, good.
3.
I like them too.
And very good ones. Yeah. And one what's the one that's potentially on the that potentially we could sign?
I can't do that. Off the top of my head.
The 5-star.
Yeah.
David Sanders.
Sanders. There you go.
David Sanders.
D-Sand.
David Sanders down to Georgia, Ohio State, Tennessee, and Nebraska. Jake, we can talk about that tomorrow.
We will.
He's out of Carolina.
It's not going to happen. If it happens, then you can mock me all you want.
You think he chooses
what
someplace
I'm
else?
saying is what I've told
Yes.
Jake is Dylan Raiola changes the conversation. That it's not like Brandon Baker. Brandon Baker he visited Nebraska. Now, Jake, Brandon Baker visited here multiple times. And I know what you say. They're never going to get it.
Sanders commits to Nebraska, I will do an entire show in New England Patriots gear.
Okay.
Hat, t-shirt.
That's not
everything.
exactly a.
To me, that's like that's terrible. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it in Patriots gear, jersey, hat, everything.
The next day.
Yeah, the next day.
Okay.
Shake on that.
Shake.
Handshake. That's it for us. The Drive with the Rap, AD, and the Mon Green Exec for Steve Sipple. I'm Jake Sorensen. We will see you tomorrow.
Hey, Husker Nation. Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help.